plan created just for you, you can always expect to be treated like part of our family. Call 501-215-4913 or visit morriltondentist.com today to book your appointment.
Back here for our Lexicon pregame show inside the Haynes Home Center broadcast booth at Devil Dog Stadium in the Harold Nichols press box, and getting ready for some football action here at Devil Dogs and the Clarksville Panthers. And again, for the Devil Dogs, we talked about what the defense needs to do, but offensively kind of beat themselves at times, some self-inflicted mistakes. So really just need to clean those up tonight.
Yeah, and Cody talked about in the pregame, and really the center snaps that got away from us often, it really hurt the offense, put them behind the chains quite a bit. And it happened a couple times on third down too, and that they got to cut that mistake out. But again, there's so many sophomores on this field and so many juniors that didn't see a lot of action in the last 2 years or last year, and so it's going to be take some growing pains like he mentioned. And but man, the talent is there for these Devil Dogs.
Absolutely, and there were times last week, 8 sophomores, I think, were out on the field on offense at one time, or maybe 7 sophomores and a freshman even. So very young in a lot of places, but still some good senior leadership. Not a huge senior class, but do have some good ones there leading the way for the Devil Dogs this year, and hopefully getting that first win of the season under their belt here tonight in what is, believe it, it's only September the 1st, but this is the final non-conference game of the year. We jump into conference next year, and again, 9-team conference. Devil Dogs don't have their bye week till the very end of the season, so we'll go straight next 8 weeks. After that will be all 5A Central Conference games, so we really need this one here to clean everything up. This is your final tune-up before you get Bologna to start conference play next week.
And they're going to come off the Judges Cup. It's tonight in Greenbrier, so it's a big Fulton County rivalry over there. So, Morrilton really beat them handily last year, and I think Bologna ended up getting the 3 seed too, so because of our 2 close losses there. But yeah, it's we get good timing, it seems like, with the Eagles here in the 5A Central.
For sure, yep. We will play them again next week, but we have Clarksville here tonight, and captains for each team are making their way with the officials to the middle of the field. We'll have the coin toss and get ready for football here very shortly from Devil Dog Stadium. But we'll go ahead and take another timeout here, and this will be a 2-minute timeout, and we'll have more Devil Dog football, and our Lexicon pregame show continues after this on KVOM, part of the EAB Sports Network.
It's that time of year again, and everywhere you go, people are rooting for their favorite teams. At Arkansas Farm Bureau Insurance, we want to be your favorite team. That's why we created Fave Rates, great new rates with the same great service. Call your local Farm Bureau Insurance agent today or get a free quote online at faverates.com. Arkansas Farm Bureau Insurance. Go with the home team.
In Morrilton, see Ronnie Rainey, John Widener, Andy Jackson, or Jonathan Higgins, or call 354-0101. Here's why you need to make certain your child goes to school. Chronic absenteeism is when a child misses 10% of the school year, 15 days or more. When your preschooler, kindergartner, or first grader misses school this much, they're less likely to be able to read at grade level by 3rd grade. And studies show these less proficient readers are 4 times more likely to be high school dropouts. Send your child to school and leave them there so they can receive bell-to-bell instruction. This message is from the South Conway County School District. To love, to serve, to care. Tire shops, while you're waiting on getting new tires, you can leaf through magazines from ancient times. Take a look at the displays of tires and how they might survive being punctured by various road hazards, and generally just be bored. But at Robertson Tire Service in Morrilton, you can check out the Outdoor Shop. It's where you'll find the full line of nap gear, including boots, camo, coats, shirts, and pants. You'll also find redneck deer blinds and a lot more. The Outdoor Shop inside Robertson Tire Service on Bruce Street in Morrilton, just down from UACCM. Green Bay Packaging's Arkansas Craft Division has been a part of the Morrilton community for over 50 years, providing great jobs for generations of area residents while producing high-quality craft paper products. They've recently invested millions in upgrading their paper mill. Today, Arkansas Craft is able to recycle corrugated and paper products to substantially reduce incineration and the number of landfill acres used annually. And thanks to their educated, experienced, and highly trained staff, they're ISO 9001-2008 certified. Green Bay Packaging Arkansas Craft, proud to be a part of the Morrilton community.
101.7 KVOM back with the Lexicon pregame show as we get ready for kickoff coming up here in just a couple of minutes now as Clarksville players make their way onto the, well, they're going to have to go across the field, but they're running across the Doyne Davis sideline right now, and they'll go all the way around where they can run through here in just a moment. Tell you the officials for tonight's game. The referee is Dan Schwinger. Umpire is Burrell Shaberg. Line judge is Matthew Skies. Back judge is Ray Jordan, and head linesman is Nathan Cox.
All right.
So we'll see if hopefully it's a good crew. I'm be honest, I'm not familiar with a lot of those names.
No, I don't recognize anybody there.
So, but those are your officials for tonight. And they are at the middle of the field, or in the middle of that Devil Dog logo as we get ready to start this ball game. Again, both teams 0-1. Devil Dogs coached by Cody McNabb, his 14th season. And we talked last week, he is, I guess, tied Doyne Davis now for longest tenure. But Cody's is successive. Doyne's was split up, or did he have one of his tenures was 14 years?
No, he had Doyne's was 2 stints.
Two stints, total 14 years.
Yes,
so
right.
Cody's the longest
consecutive
tenured coach at Morrilton, and second in all-time wins to Coach Davis. Cody with 84 wins, Coach McNabb.
Yeah, I was you know, we had that season where we had to forfeit 4 or 5 games, so I've always counted them in my record still as losses because officially they were losses, even though we won all of them. So I don't know. It might be 88, but
right, 88 if you count those.
If you count those, I don't know how you officially do that.
I think officially they're losses. So officially he's 84 and 66, I think, in his career now. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. Right? We are getting ready for this ball game tonight. As Clarksville does now run onto the field, Devil Dogs will run through their inflatable tunnel there, and here they come as we are getting ready for action here on this Friday night. Not quite as hot as a week ago, certainly. We do have the normal start time for this one, and hopefully we will not have the connection problems. We have a much stronger hot spot here.
Yeah, that looks like the size of a computer.
Yes, a lot of bandwidth here, so we're going to have this every week moving forward, and hopefully the live stream will not have any issues like we had last week at Russellville.
Russellville didn't even get theirs on the air as far as I could find anywhere. So
I thought I heard they didn't have any problems.
Oh, well, they didn't. The channel that they had. Maybe I just didn't Google hard enough.
Yeah, I don't know. But anyway, we will, again, hopefully stay all the way through. Now, a lot of people like to watch the live stream, which you can do on the app as well as the YouTube, the Dog Tracks YouTube page. And looks like Devil Dogs will be kicking off here in just a moment. Clarksville is on the field. They are ready to get this ball game started. Devil Dogs and kicker Micah Creech comes onto the field. He will put the ball at the 40-yard line.
And for Fashion Minute,
Devil
Dogs still their maroon helmets tonight. They got maroon tops and gray pants. They look absolutely beautiful, if you ask me. Clarksville's got white tops, white pants, and when the sun hits it, probably the reddest helmet you've ever seen in your life.
Blinding, yes.
Yeah,
when the sun hits on it there.
But it pops. It does good for them.
Yes. And looks like their numbers are pretty easy to read, so that's what I'm most concerned about, so that's good.
Better than the front of our numbers.
Yeah, the front of our jerseys are hard to read. Now, we can see the back just fine, but I do like our new uniforms. They're very sharp.
I'm a sucker for stripes.
Yes.
So there's lots of stripes.
It's got that NFL look.
Yes.
That's what it is. But we're ready to get this ball game started as Micah Creek, the senior, kicks off, and He'll kick it over towards Cypress Tuck. It'll go out of bounds, though. Number 7, Cypress Tuck, return man on that side. Let it bounce out of bounds, and Clarksville will get good starting field position here to start this ball game. And again, they're what you would traditionally call a quarterback, fullback in the single wing, Luke Siebenmorgan. He's on their basketball team as well, so pretty good athlete. And he is a lefty, actually, number 16, 5'11", 200-pound senior. And they do split guys out wide. And
yeah, we were talking before the game that, typically they have a wingback in this formation, but they split their wide receivers out in their scrimmage.
And they will snap it to Siebenmorgan. He will hand it off to Case, who comes around the left side, tripped up as he crosses the 40. Of course, they started that play at the 35 after the kick out of bounds. And a gain of 6, just over 6 on the play there for Talon Case. Hunter White on the tackle.
And they had us fooled there on the misdirection that came back across, and Devil Dogs had too much forward momentum to the wrong side, and luckily White came in to make that tackle.
And that is what Clarksville likes to do, at misdirection, deception on offense. And they'll kind of bunch everybody together here. They'll spin and hand it off to Caden Martinez. He is driven back as he gains about a yard, but met there by Hayes Buckley and Giovanni Cruz.
And Buckley did a good job of reading that one. He didn't fool him twice on that. He picked up a yard.
The line of scrimmage, the 42 of Clarksville, will be 3rd down and 3 a minute into this ball game. And Clarksville's the type of team, game could go fast. They like to hold on to the football a while, run it, and try to shorten the game. And Devil Dogs defense here with a big 3rd down play right now. 3rd and 3. They will snap it to number 20, Nathan Powell, and he is hit in the backfield and is stopped before he gets back to the line of scrimmage. He's going to lose a yard back to the 41.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if that was Hayes or Landon Boyer that made the tackle. I think it was Hayes that hit him first and drove him back for a 1-yard loss.
So it'll be 4th down and 4 for Clarksville. And when they punt, they probably will do it in the same formation basically with Siebenmorgan. So they may be punting here, but they do have 4 wides out there right now. And it will be a pass they're going for, and they're going to complete it with the pass to Powell up to the 49-yard line. So 4th and 4 from their own 41. Clarksville aggressive. They go for it and convert.
Yeah, and that was Devil Dogs had 5 down linemen and couldn't get to him in time. It was just a quick hitch.
So Clarksville at their own 49-yard line now. They've got 1st and 10. Just underway in this ball game. 9:35 left in this first quarter. Panthers go from our right to left in this first quarter.
And the Morrilton defense, they did it was a hard time on 3rd down in that first half against Russellville, and here's Clarksville converting a 4th down in the first drive.
And they will call a timeout now with 9:24 to go in the first quarter. No score. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Panthers from their own 49 when we come back. You're listening to Devil Dog Football on KVOM, part of the EAB Sports Network. We're back in 30 seconds.
HI St. Vincent Morrilton President Bubba Arnold and Nursing Manager Angie Longing.
We're proud to be part of a strong medical community in Morrilton. Here, our patients have direct access to many centers of excellence, including our Heart and Neuroscience Institutes.
We offer the best nursing care, and we are the only hospital in Arkansas to achieve the Pathway to Excellence nursing designation.
Our team is committed to making this a great place to work and a great place for you to receive care. You can find out more by going to chistvincent.com/Morrilton.
It's an early timeout called by Clarksville. 9:24 left in this first quarter. They just converted a 4th down and have 1st and 10 at their own 49-yard line on the game's opening drive.
Yeah, and I mentioned it, typically we're a 3-4. We're in a 5-2 type defense here.
And they will snap it to Powell. This time he's going to come right side, pick up some yards as a flag comes out. Hayes Buckley with the stop at around the Morrilton 46. But flag in the backfield in the area of holding.
Yeah, we had a player out there.
Yeah, kind of behind the play, though.
Yeah, it was a late flag.
But we're okay with that. It's holding anyway. And this will cost Clarksville. Had a good gain on their first down play of 5, but instead they'll be backed up with the holding penalty. Back inside their own 40 now to the 39, so it'll still be first down, but first and long now. First and about 20. As Clarksville will be Stephen Morgan picking it to Case. He's going to throw it, and he has got a receiver open. It's caught at the 40-yard line by Nathan Powell. We've called his name a few times already. And they're going to get a first down as they get all the way to the Morrilton 36-yard line on that play.
Yeah, and they just had the Devil Dogs fooled on that one. Got behind Roden and gets that first down on 1st and 20. And that was a pass play. It wasn't Stephen Morgan throwing the ball. That's who I figured to be throwing it. But a good pass there from Case, I believe.
Yep, Talon Case, number 8 on that pass, and they will snap it here to Powell. He's going to run left side. Giovanni Cruz is going to get the stop at around the 32-yard line, so about 4 yards on that play for Powell.
And he gave a good stiff arm to a Devil Dog defender there to get a couple extra.
So good opening drive for the Panthers here, using the little clock. It'll go under 8 minutes by the time they snap it here on 2nd down and 6. With 2 receivers to the right. Stephen Morgan looking to throw. He's got a receiver, but it's in and out of his hands. Dropped by Caden Martinez right at the sticks. I think he was starting to go upfield a little bit before he secured the catch. So it'll be 3rd down.
Took a step and tried to turn to his left, and the ball didn't go with him.
So 3rd and
6.
Let's call it 6, 5.5. 3rd and 6 here. Ball just inside the Morrilton 32-yard line on the left hash. And the Panthers in a huddle. Is that what that is, Jim? Is that a huddle?
Yeah, that's another antique right there.
And it'll be Powell to the left of Stephen Morgan, who drops back. He's going to throw. He's going to throw deep, and a little too deep for the intended receiver, Talon Case, who could not come up with it down inside the 5-yard line. So a strong arm there shown off by Stephen Morgan. In Case, a diving attempt, could not bring it in. It'll be 4th down now.
And he had this beat on the outside there. They had it set up just a little too far there for Talon Case.
So Clarksville will, I'm sure, go for it here. They went for it back inside around their own 40, and now that the Morrilton 32, they're going to have a 4th and 6 here, and a flag before the snap, and it'll be 4th and more like 11 now. It's a false start on Clarksville.
That should push them back to the 37. But as we are aware after all these years, sometimes that doesn't happen. That's when
they did it right at 5 yards there, right in between
36 and 37.
Yep. So now 4th and really 10.5. Call 11 for Panthers, who again did convert a 4th down earlier on this drive, and looking to do it again here. Stephen Morgan is going to throw, steps up, and fires incomplete. As Giovanni Cruz was in coverage on Talon Case. Pass went a little behind Case, and it's a turnover on downs. Devil Dogs will take over.
Yes, we'll take over at 7:43. A long drive there for Clarksville, but no points on the board for them. 9 plays and only 28 yards, really.
The Devil Dogs will have it, and they're going to move the ball up about a yard to inside the 36 now. Or move it back, I guess, in Clarksville's favor. So just inside the 36, Devil Dogs will start on their first drive. It'll be Maddox Berry handing off to Keaton Robinson, the sophomore of the start, in the backfield, and he's going to run ahead for about 5 yards. They'll give him 42, so it will be 6-yard gain on the play for Robinson. And he spelled Destin Tate and ran the ball pretty well last week. And Robinson now will leave the backfield. It'll be a pass near sideline. It's going to be caught by the freshman Champ McNabb up around midfield, and that'll be a Rackley Furniture first down.
Yeah, good catch there by Champ. And Devil Dogs had trips to the far side, sent the running back over there as distraction, and threw it over to Champ to get that first down.
So Destin Tate is dressed out on the sidelines. Timothy Mallett not dressed out, by the way. He's on the sidelines. He did play some last week, but a little bit limited, and not going tonight. The Devil Dogs on 1st and 10 at midfield will hand it to Robinson. He tries to stretch it outside to the right and does not get much. He's slung down by number 28, Rhett Fultz, after about a 1-yard gain.
Yeah, I thought he got the 48, but they're just going to give him a yard.
So it'll be 2nd down and 9. 6.5 minutes left in this first quarter. Devil Dogs is now with their first possession after Clarksville turn it over on downs. And Barry looking to throw. He's got a receiver. It's going to be caught, fighting not quite enough for the first down, though. On that far side is Dante Cox. He'll get it to the 43, and it'll be 3rd down and about 3.
3rd down and 3 for the Devil Dogs.
Cox over 100 yards last week in his first high school game. Gets a reception here. Devil Dogs fake it on the handoff and throw it deep, but in and out of the hands of A.J. Jones. Good looking throw by Barry. Jones couldn't bring it in. It was going to be a big gain, maybe a touchdown, but instead it'll be 4th down.
Yeah, a little contact there with the D-back, but A.J. should have hauled that one in, and it's going to bring up a no man's land 4th down here for the most part at the 43.
Yeah, it's an area where you're going to go for it here on the plus side of the field. And by the way, it's Raylan Thomas in the backfield now beside quarterback Barry as Roden comes in motion. They'll fake it to Thomas. A little wheel route for Roden, and it's overthrown, incomplete. Devil Dogs will turn it over on downs.
And that one got away, it looked like, from Barry on that one, and give Clarksville a first down here at 5:40 mark.
The Panthers get it right back. And they will take over their own 43-yard line now. Both teams empty on their opening possession. The turnover on downs. And Clarksville offense back on the field to have it on the right hash. Again at their own 43-yard line. And snap will go to Powell. He's going to run left side, gets the edge, has some room across the Morrilton 40. Finally forced out of bounds inside the 35-yard line by Giovanni Cruz. But that opened up on the left side of the field, and a big run for Nathan Powell.
Yeah, the outside containment was lost there for the Devil Dogs.
All the way to the Morrilton 31-yard line. Clarksville has it 1st and 10. 5.5 minutes to go in this opening quarter. No score from Devil Dog Stadium. And Clarksville in the huddle. Under 10 on the play clock now as they do come set. And it'll be Seben Morgan handing to Martinez, but he's hit in the backfield and dropped. And that is Luke Garrett with the stop on Martinez, a loss of 2 on the play.
Good job there by Luke, the senior nose tackle.
And loss of 3 actually to the 34-yard line.
Loss of 3 on that play.
So it'll be 2nd down and 13. Under 5 minutes to go now in this first quarter. As Powell goes in motion, and flag comes out just prior to the snap. So looks like some extra movement by the Panthers. False start will cost them 5 yards. And that'll make it 2nd down and 18.
That was Manuel Hernandez out there playing the right tackle position, and the end man on the line of scrimmage for the Devil Dogs switched from a three-point stance to a 2-point stance, and that made him jump a bit.
The ball just inside the Morrilton 40-yard line. After the big game, Clarksville has gone backwards on a run and then a penalty. Looking at 2nd and long as Siebenmorgan throws this one too high, incomplete for Nathan Powell. And it'll bring up 3rd down. And Powell coming along the near sideline, and Siebenmorgan just overshot him.
Yeah, and he's 1 for 5 now in this game and hasn't been able to hit his receivers consistently yet. Their long pass was by Taylon Case on that reverse.
So 3rd down and 18 for Clarksville. And there was some movement there. Yeah, they do see it. Just the right end over there jumped just prior to the snap. False start again. Will cost them 5 more. It'll be 3rd down and 23. Back around the Morrilton 45-yard line. So they had it at the 31, 1st and 10, but gone backwards since. And Siebenmorgan standing with Powell to his left. Martinez goes in motion. Siebenmorgan looks to throw down the middle of the field, and it is going to be incomplete. Intended for number 18, Gabe Kramers. In between a couple of Devil Dog defenders, ball dropped, incomplete. 4th and long now for the Panthers.
And really, he found a good soft spot in that zone, but the pass couldn't get there in time.
4th down and 23.
And again, Clarksville on the plus side of the field, so they will bring out a new unit for a punt here.
They got 14 seconds now to get set and get it off.
Yeah, they're going to have to hurry. They've got number 27, Juan De La Rosa in punt formation. Devil Dogs with a couple of players back. And yeah, play clock shows 0. And I never saw the flag come out, but they called a timeout. Okay, yeah. They did get the timeout called. So Clarksville has to burn their 2nd already. With 4:21 left in the 1st quarter, they got 4th and long. When we come back after this 30-second timeout, you're listening to Devil Dog Football on KVOM, part of the EAB Sports Network.
The University of Central Arkansas delivers more than you ever imagined. So many programs, lots of housing options, top facilities, and opportunities for the future, all more accessible than ever. It's the full college experience of your dreams, with everything from city attractions to outdoor adventure. And it's just an easy drive away, because UCA lets you take on college your way. Are you ready for Bear Country? Get started now at uca.edu.
So after the timeout, 4 minutes, 21 seconds left in the 1st quarter. No score. Clarksville facing 4th and 23. They're in punt formation here from the Devil Dog 44. Again, Champ McNabb and Marcus Sandage are back deep, standing around the 10-yard line. As De La Rosa gets the snap, gets the kick away. It'll bounce just outside the 10, and it is going to go out of bounds around the 2-yard line. That was a really, really good kick.
Yeah.
De La Rosa kicked it just far enough away from McNabb. It was a little short enough where Champ couldn't get there, and then he did that little coffin corner kick there. Kept it from going into the end zone, and Devil Dogs will have to start at their own 2-yard line.
And we'll start at the 4:12 mark here, the 1st quarter. No score yet. Devil Dogs went 6 plays and 21 yards on their first drive. And they'll have about 98 to go here.
And Maddox Berry will take the snap about 3 yards deep into the end zone. And he will Handed off, and it's a good run up the middle for Keaton Robinson. He's going to pick up a Rackley Furniture first down, so big burst straight ahead for Robinson. Gets all the way out to the 13-yard line.
Yeah, good job there by Robinson finding that hole, picking up the first down. I thought he was going to bust it there for a second, but no, they got around him.
That would have passed Ryan Duncan's 95-yard run from back in the day. Would have had a new record. But a good run nonetheless. Devil Dogs with some breathing room. Robinson gets the carry again, and he'll get not as many this time, but still gets about 5 up to the 18. And Denver Pickards with the stop for the Panthers. 2nd and 5 for the Devil Dogs, with Raylan Thomas now spelling Robinson in the backfield. And he will go out wide now as they're going to throw it into the flats there. It's caught and driven out of bounds is Dante Cox making the catch. He'll get across the 20, not quite enough for the first down, so a short gain on the pass play. And it'll be 3rd down and about 2, ball at the 26-yard line, 21-yard line now. Under 2:40 to go now, this first quarter. Barry in the shotgun. Will hand it off to Thomas. Cuts back. Gets the edge on the left sideline. Now makes a man miss around the 45. It tripped up at midfield. Big run there for Raylan Thomas for a Rackley Furniture first down.
Yeah, Raylan did a good job of bumping it to the outside, and there was a lot of green out there. We saw that last week against Russellville. It came in and had a big run. This time he picks up 29 yards to the midfield.
So 1st and 10 for the Devil Dogs. Again, Morrilton going from our left to right in this first quarter. And Barry will hand it to Thomas again. A lot of traffic that time, and he is stopped and driven back by Denver Pickards again, right around the line of scrimmage. So no gain on the play. It'll be 2nd and 10.
Yeah, that time Raylan couldn't find the hole, and Clarksville did a good job of stuffing it on that left side of the Morrilton offensive line.
So 2nd and 10, ball at the left hash, right at midfield. And Barry throws across the field. He's got McNabb. He makes a man miss, and Champ's going to get near the 30-yard line. A big gain there for a Rackley Furniture first down.
And that was just Champ reading the defense there. They moved into a zone, I believe, and he just sat in the hole and made the catch and turned it upfield for the first down.
So he gets to the 33-yard line. The gain is 17. And Devil Dogs have it 1st and 10. The 1:29 left in this opening quarter. Barry has Robinson standing to his right. Looks to his left, the pass, and Cox is going to jump to make the catch. Defender hanging on to him, and he's going to get him down, but not before Cox picks up the Rackley Furniture first down to the 19-yard line.
And a good job there by Desmond. Not Desmond. That would be my coworker's son. Oh my goodness, Dante. It started with a D. I'm sorry.
And so 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line. And Barry hands it to Robinson, and Robinson's going to get up to the 15. So a gain of 4. It'll be 2nd and 6 as we move under a minute to go in this first quarter. And Devil Dogs.
First quarter winding down here.
Yep. With it at the Clarksville 15-yard line. And Barry with the snap, looks to throw. Cox has it inside the 10 and out of bounds at around the 6. And it'll be 1st and goal for the Devil Dogs. They'll mark them out at the 7.
And they're just playing soft on the outside. Our receivers are making these catches and able to get first downs out of them.
So, ball at the 7-yard line. 32 seconds left in the first. And Barry rolls to his right, looks to the end zone, has a receiver. It is caught for the Devil Dog. Touchdown. Andrew Roden on the receiving end.
And Andrew was lined up in the slot there and went on an out route and was wide open. Great pass there from Barry.
The Devil Dogs get on the board first. 26 seconds left in this first quarter. And Weston Keaton will be the holder for extra point attempt by Micah Creech. Snap and hold are executed. The kick is up and good. With 26 seconds left in the first quarter, is Morrilton 7, Clarksville 0. Devil Dogs will kick off after this 1 minute timeout. You're listening to Devil Dog Football on KVOM, part of the EAB Sports Network.
You can make an impact on the life of a child, and the people at Wayne Smith Trucking in Morrilton encourage you to get involved. The key to a successful future is a solid education and strong values. Parents, teachers, coaches, churches all play a part in raising our kids into good citizens. There will be many challenges in store for our young people as they head out into the world, but with a good education and strong family values, nothing is beyond their reach. Do your part. Get involved. This message is brought to you by your friends at Wayne Smith Trucking in Morrilton.
If you're over 60, you're invited to come for fun and fellowship at the T.C. Vaughn Senior Activity Center in Morrilton. Friends meet here, weekdays from 9 to 2. Stop by for a game of cards, checkers, or dominoes, and stay in contact with old friends while making new friends. Play bingo Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Enjoy a hot meal for just a $4 donation. The Peppy Exercise Program is on Mondays and Fridays at 11. And ask about Beanbag Baseball. Call 501-354-8044 or stop by 706 North Division Street in Morrilton to pick up a schedule of activities. And we'll see you at the T.C. Vaughn Senior Activity Center. Friends meet here.
And kickoff by Creek is taken by Cypress Tuck, who reverses field and going to be tripped up as he only gets to the 15-yard line. Clint McNabb with the special teams tackle.
I think that's going to be Champ's first tackle of his high school career there.
Go. And Clarksville with a long field here, starting at their own 15-yard line, 19 seconds on the first quarter clock.
That last drive for the Devil Dogs went 10 plays, 98 yards.
And Seben Morgan going to keep it, spins a couple times. He'll get out to the 19-yard line, a pickup of 4 on what will be the final play of the first quarter. As the clock winds down here and it hits zeros, and we've reached the end of the first quarter. Devil Dogs with a 7-0 lead over Clarksville. We'll have second quarter action for you when we come back in 1 minute. You're listening to Devil Dog Football on KVOM, part of the EAB Sports Network.
Banking as it should be. The mobile apps from Arvest Bank give you the power to bank how you want, when you want. Pay bills, send and receive money, deposit checks, and lock your Arvest debit and credit cards. Need a mortgage? Get pre-qualified and track your loan's progress. You can even text your own personal banker and not have to wait on hold. With mobile apps from Arvest, say goodbye to limits and hello to possibilities. Arvest Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
In a medical emergency, quick, knowledgeable response from highly trained personnel with state-of-the-art equipment is of the essence. When MedTech EMS in Morrilton responds to your emergency, you'll see EMTs and a paramedic on every call, and they're connected to the state's trauma response system, so you get the care you need when you need it. MedTech EMS, 354-8181. Saluting the Morrilton Devil Dogs and Devil Pups.
Well, you're ready to start the second quarter. 7-0 Devil Dogs with the lead. Nick Tyler along with Jim Bowles in the Haynes Home Center broadcast booth. 98-yard drive for the Devil Dogs. That's very impressive.
Yeah, they took 3:46 off the clock and just drove it right down the field. Looked good on that drive.
And Clarksville has it 2nd and 6 as we start the second quarter. It'll be Powell on the carry. He'll go left side across the 20. Gets about 3 yards to the 22. And it'll be 3rd down and 3.
Stop by number 58, Peyton Havner.
I think Havner and Garrett combined on that tackle.
3rd down and 4 for the Panthers.
Clarksville, 3rd down and 3. They've got the ball at the 22-yard line. Just underway in the second quarter now. And the Panthers will snap to Powell. He's going to throw down the field. He's got a receiver incomplete, though, just out of the reach of Cypress Tuck. Giovanni Cruz was in coverage, giving chase to Tuck, and Clarksville unable to connect there. They're going to bring the punt team back on.
Well, hopefully he can't pin us inside the 5 on this punt.
That would be a good one if he if he did, because they've got the line of scrimmage at the 22. So De La Rosa had a very, very good punt on his first one. Nav and Sandage are standing around Morrilton 46-yard line, waiting to receive it. High, booming kick, or not real long, but very high. Fair catch can be called by Sandage at around the 45. So right about where the turn men were. And very high kick, didn't allow a return.
Yeah, he allowed his coverage to get down there and made Jamarcus just call fair catch, no return. It was on that far hash, and there's less Clarksville defenders over there, but didn't take a chance. Probably good.
Devil Dog offense is back on the field. 11:03 left in the second quarter. Morrilton up 7-0. And Barry will hand it off to Robinson, and he's going to get not a whole lot this time. And it was actually Raylan Thomas out there, not Robinson. But gain of just a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 9.
Not a lot of room there for Raylan on first down.
Dogs with 2 receivers to each side. Now it'll be Sandage coming in motion to the near side. They're going to pass to McNabb. McNabb is going to make some moves, get all the way inside the 35. Slung out of bounds at around the 32-yard line. And move Sandage over there to block for Kent McNabb, and some good run after the catch, and a Rackley Furniture first down.
And apparently you can tackle by the back of the shoulder pads now too, because they grabbed Champ pretty good and slung him out of bounds.
Looked, we've seen less than that called for the horse collar before, but Devil Dogs will have it first down. This time it is Keaton Robinson dragging defenders. Look at that, all the way near the 25. So a strong carry that time for Robinson. They finally get him down after about a 7-yard gain, we'll call it, yeah.
Second down and 3 for the Devil Dogs.
But he drug defenders for about 5 yards there.
Kept his feet moving and did a good job there on first down.
So 2nd and short for the Devil Dogs. A.J. Jones goes in motion. He'll set up now just to the right of the big right tackle, and pass intended for McNabb. Through his hands, I think off his helmet, and incomplete. So it'll be 3rd down and 3.
Yeah, just trying to hit a quick stopper out there, and Champ couldn't reel it in.
So 3rd down and 3 now. Bulldogs with it at the 27-yard line, so they're in 4-down territory here. With 9:40 to go in the first half. And man in motion again, Roden this time. Barry will throw it complete to Koch at the 20. Gets around the initial defender and all the way to the 13-yard line for a Rackley Furniture first down.
Just a great route by Dante. Made a man miss and got the first down.
So Devil Dogs 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line, actually.
It's a 5th catch for Dante in this first half.
And it'll be a handoff here to Robinson. Robinson to the 10-yard line. They're finally going to get him down. De La Rosa, the Panther, finally is able to get Robinson down after about a 2-yard gain. right at the 10-yard line. Devil Dogs have it 2nd and 8.
Yeah, good not passing so far from Maddox Berry. 9 of 12 for 98 yards and a touchdown. Dante's caught 5 for 46 and Champ 3 for 45.
Raylan Thomas standing to the left of Berry, who looks to throw at the 5-yard line. He's got a receiver, and it is going to be in for the Devil Dog touchdown.
I think that was Jay. 19, it was Dante.
Yeah, I couldn't tell if it was Cox or Sandy.
15, I was right. It was Jamarcus.
So he caught it at the 5 and was able to get just into the end zone. So Devil Dogs touchdown. And Weston Keaton is on now to hold. Give him a little late, but still plenty of time on the play clock as they get the kick by Creech up and good for the PAT. And Devil Dogs lead at 14-0 now with 8:31 remaining in the second quarter. Morrilton kicks off after we take this 1-minute timeout. You're listening to Devil Dog and Clarksville football here on the EAB Sports Network.
You want to kick back, get comfortable, and enjoy a great meal? Head to Colton's Steakhouse and Grill of Morrilton. Relax in a fun, casual atmosphere, and they'll take care of serving up tasty, mouth-watering food like USDA choice hand-cut steaks, ribs that are slow smoked over hickory daily, delicious chicken and seafood, burgers and sandwiches, entree salads, soups and desserts. And of course, it wouldn't be a meal at Colton's without peanuts. Yep, we know what's at stake at Colton Steakhouse and Grill of Morrilton.
Don't miss our Stroud's home labor.
Farmers and Merchants Bank and the Bank of Fayetteville join you in cheering on our favorite teams. We applaud the extra effort from neighbors like you that make our local schools and activities an integral part of our community. Working as a team to help you reach your goals is a perfect game plan for success. The Farmers and Merchants Bank and the Bank of Fayetteville, finally a bank in your corner. MeBanking.com, member FDIC.
The kickoff is returned by Cypress Tuck again for Clarksville. It'll get out across the 20 near the 24-yard line. So the Panthers will start this drive with 8:25 left to go in the second quarter.
That drive was 7 plays and 55 yards for the Devil Dogs, taking a 14-0 lead here in the first half.
Berry to Sandig to finish it off.
Sophomore to sophomore.
And it's going to be Powell, a sophomore for Clarksville, getting the carry here. And he'll get only about a yard to the 25.
Yeah, that was a great read by Landon Boyer from his inside linebacker position. He read that, popped at the outside, wrapped up Powell just enough to bring him down.
Boyer and Hayes Buckley, co-leaders in tackles last week, 12 apiece.
Yep. Both of the inside linebackers, too. You know, we typically spread our tackles around all the teammates, you know, but both those inside linebackers did a great job.
Stephen Morgan to throw here on second down, incomplete, trying to get Talon Case and let him just a little too much, and it'll be 3rd down and 9.
And it's just been a rough first half for Luke trying to pass the football. 1 of 8 tonight for only 8 yards. Clarksville offense in 3 possessions. This is their 4th. They've only picked up 72 yards to the Devil Dogs 174.
And they face 3rd down and 9 here at their own 25-yard line. It'll be Powell on the carry again. Springs it outside. Nice carry. And sheds a would-be tackler around the 30. Gets out to the 36-yard line. And Clarksville 1st down.
Andrew Roden came out there. He made the hit, and he didn't immediately go down and kind of fell down 3 or 4 yards after the fact, but enough for the 1st down. That's their first 3rd down conversion of the night. They are now 1 of 5.
Yep. And they did convert a 4th down on their
Yeah,
first drive.
They're 1 of 2 on 4th down.
And they have it here at their own 36-yard line. 1st and 10. They'll send Caden Martinez in motion, and there's a fumble in the backfield, and Clarksville, I think, is going to keep it. Nathan Powell is able to recover it, but Panthers lose about 5 yards on the play.
He was trying to hand off to the – they had actually had the I think it was a wing back. It might have been the quarterback in that formation, but trying to hand it off inside, and the handoff got away from him for that 5-yard loss.
2nd down and 15, 6:35 left. Second quarter, Devil Dogs up 14-0.
And in Morrilton language, that's wide receiver or H-back.
There you go. There you go. But Stephen Morgan looking to pass down the middle of the field, and it's going to be incomplete as Landon Boyer got a hand on it right there in the middle of the field. And
Matt Boyer probably just exclaimed, "Landon!"
So got a hand on it. Give him a PBU there, Jim.
Yeah, he's got one.
And that would have been a tough interception, kind of behind
him.
It was. It's not like it was right in the breadbasket by any means. But it's kind of a reactionary play there by Boyer to get the hand up. And so it'll be 3rd down and 15. Clarksville again at their own 31-yard line. Empty backfield as Stephen Morgan looks to pass. He's pressured, throws it, and this one almost intercepted again by Boyer. That time he could have had it.
Yeah, that time Matt definitely said something.
Oh, man. But it'll be 4th down now for Clarksville.
Well, that'll be another PB there in his stat book.
Yeah,
at
two
least.
in a row. 2 in a row for the inside backer. And so De La Rosa on to punt again. He's had a couple of good ones already. Nab and Sandage back deep. And De La Rosa's punt, another good one, high, and it will be returned, though, this time by Sandage at the 35, where he catches it and nowhere to go. He has swarmed and dropped. They drive him all the way back inside the 30. Forward progress will give him a little bit better spot than that. And they're going to mark him at the 32, it looks like. That's where Devil Dogs will start.
Exactly 6 minutes left here in the second quarter.
Devil Dogs with a 14-0 lead. Offense back on the field. It will be Raylan Thomas standing to the left of quarterback Maddox Berry. The shotgun with 2 receivers to each side. Quick pass the right sideline, and going to be caught by Cox over there.
Yeah.
That time, yep. And he's going to get about 6 yards, where he's out of bounds at the 38. 2nd and 4. And Devil Dogs getting at the 2-touchdown lead. Couple of touchdown passes by Maddox Berry in this first half. And he will hand it off here to Robinson. Tries to come left side. Not a whole lot there. He is hit and stopped by Ryder Miranda, leave number 6 for the Panthers. But Robinson gets up to the 40-yard line, so does get a couple of yards. It'll be 3rd and 2.
Now you could tell Keaton was trying to shake him off and keep running, but another Panther came in to finish off the tackle.
2 backs flanking quarterback Maddox Berry now. Got Thomas to his right, Robinson to his left. And pass play for McNabb on the near sidelines. He's got it caught, and it'll be a Racky Furniture first down at the 44-yard line.
Good route there by Champ, running out route, picking up the first down, up to the 44.
Needed 2 on the play, picked up 4.
His 4th catch of the night, 49 yards.
Under 5 minutes to go now in the first half. And it'll be a handoff here to Raylan Thomas, and Thomas is going to get near midfield, but not quite there. We'll stop him at the 49, so we'll pick up a 5. And Brack Denton, one of the Panthers on the stop. 2nd and 5.
5-yard gain on that play. Brings up 2nd down and 5.
Yeah, the Devil Dogs are averaging 7.1 yards per play right now.
Yeah, didn't do a whole lot on the first drive, but have moved the ball well since then, including a 98-yard touchdown drive. And Barry looks to pass, pumps, now throws it down the sidelines and incomplete. Intended for Kent McNabb, but over his head a bit. It'll be 3rd down and 5.
I'm not sure if that was a throwaway or what. Champ didn't have a shot at it at all, but there wasn't really any receiver open for Maddox to find.
So 3rd and 5, Devil Dogs at their own 49-yard line. Ball on the left hash. Morrilton goes from now right to left here in the second quarter. A.J. Jones goes in motion. Barry rolls to his right, looks that way, has a receiver wide open. Andrew Roden at the 40, out of bounds at around the 35.
Coming back, though.
And the flag in the backfield is going to negate a really nice play. Barry to Roden, what would have been 1st down yardage, but flag is actually about 9 yards in the backfield, or 8 yards in the backfield.
The outside backer came off the edge there, and I think it was Raylan Thomas that went to pick him up and grabbed a little too much white.
This will cost Devil Dogs big chunky yardage.
3rd down and 15.
And it'll be 3rd and about 15. The line of scrimmage will be the 39-yard line.
Morrilton in 4 wide here, and Clarksville's just giving them a safety high look.
3:57 left in the second quarter. They wind the clock back in motion. 3rd and long for the Devil Dogs. Barry pass is going to be caught at midfield, and getting around the defenders enough for the 1st down is going to be Andrew Roden. Great work after the catch to pick up the Rackley Furniture 1st down.
Yeah, and a great route there by Andrew. Made the catch, turned it upfield, got the 1st down into Clarksville territory.
Ball at the 42-yard line, just outside the 42. And a handoff to Robinson. Big hole behind the left tackle there. He'll get out across the 30. Another Rackley Furniture 1st down. A big carry for Keaton Robinson to the 26-yard line.
Well, I like the way Keaton runs, and it's tough, and gets another 1st down there for Morrilton.
Gained 16 on that play. And a new set of downs here is Robinson standing to the left now of the quarterback. Barry, quick pass is going to be a little short of the intended receiver and incomplete. On the far side, trying to hit Cox over there. So 2nd and 10. 3 receivers to the left, the near side of the field. And Cox, lone receiver, on the far side. And Barry rolls to his left, looks deep, has Sandig, and he makes the catch, falls into the end zone for the Devil Dog touchdown.
Wow. Great catch from Jay.
Very, very nice. So Sandig paid up for the 2nd time in this 1st half. Pretty throw, but yeah, even better on the receiving end, I think. And Creech's extra point is up and good. And he doesn't leave any doubt on those PATs. He just splits the uprights, and 21-0 our score. 2:55 left in this 1st half. We'll take the 1-minute timeout, and we'll have Morrilton's kickoff after this. You're listening to Devil Dog Football on KVOM, part of the EAB Sports Network.
Lazy Boy Labor Day blowout sales event is going on now at Stroud's Home, and all Lazy Boy furniture store-wide is at least 35% off regular retail prices. Lazy Boy sofas starting at $850 and up. Lazy Boy recliners are as low as $399 while supplies last. Select reclining sofas as low as $950, and the selection is great. So come save on quality Lazy Boy furniture at your Stroud's Home in Morrilton and the Russellville City Mall now through September the 9th.
Do you have pain or difficulty moving a body part? Maybe your neck, back, shoulders, knees, hip, or wrist. Give Sure 10 Physical Therapy of Morrilton a chance to help you get your move back. They specialize in orthopedic injuries and post-surgical rehab. Sure 10 Physical Therapy next to Walmart is locally owned by Dr. Marie Shurtan. Check out the success stories at sure10physicaltherapy.com and be sure to like them on Facebook at Sure 10 Physical Therapy. It's your move. Get it back. 501-477-2202.
And Micah Creech's kickoff goes into the end zone for the touchback. A great kick there by Creech. It hit the ground a little bit, and I believe it was Cypress Tuck over there. Couldn't get to the ball before it wiggled its way into the end zone for the touchback. So Clarksville take over 1st and 10 here from the 20. Morrilton up 21-0 here with 2:55 left in the second quarter, but the Panthers are looking for an answer here.
And I'm back. Jim had a little sneezing fit there.
It happens.
So anyway, thank you. As we are here with the Clarksville's first play, they're going to lose yards as they snap go past the quarterback all the way inside the 10-yard line. And they're going to lose about 11 yards on that play.
11 yards.
Second down and 21.
Second down and 21.
2.5 minutes left in this first half. Bulldogs up 21-0. 3 touchdown passes by Maddox Berry in the first half of this ball game. And Clarksville to the line of scrimmage. Clean snap this time. Stephen Morgan hands off, but nowhere to go. Devil Dogs are all over him. And that Powell back there got the carry. They're going to mark him down at the 5. So they lose 4 more. And I believe Devil Dogs call a timeout with 2:03 left to play in this first half. Devil Dogs looking to get the ball back if they can get a stop on 3rd and about 25 after this timeout. We'll take a short one here. 30-second timeout. We'll have more Devil Dog football after this on KVOM, part of the EAB Sports Network.
Smell of those charcoal grills. It's that time of year again when the nights are getting cooler and the trees are changing colors. I am Renata Jenkins-Bowler with Roller Funeral Homes, reminding us all with school back in session to watch and be careful for children in school buses, dogs being walked, and joggers. Also, this time of year has us getting ready for those tailgates and big games this week. So play hard, cheer loud, and drive carefully. Roller Funeral Homes, with all our respect.
So 2 minutes, 10 seconds showing on the clock now. Added a few more seconds there from when Morrilton called the timeout. Got it called at the 2:10 mark. 3rd and 25 for Clarksville. They've just gone backwards 15 yards on the first 2 plays. Bad snap and then a 4-yard loss on a handoff. And it will be Powell with the carry. He's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. Devil Dogs all over him again. And the Devil Dogs will get it back, and should get good field position.
They gave him back to 5.
That was a pretty generous spot.
Yeah, I was going to chalk it up to another tackle for loss, and
it'd be a tackle for no gain.
Yeah,
is what it's going to be. It'll be 4th and 25. Devil Dogs did use their second timeout. 2:05 left to go before halftime, and Devil Dogs looking to get another score here again. Should get good field position. So De La Rosa's showing a strong leg tonight. He's punted it well. And Devil Dogs will have 1 timeout to work with.
Maybe Jamarcos will do a little bit less dancing here and more of a forward up the field.
And he and Kent McNabb will stand around the 43-yard line of Clarksville. Again, the line of scrimmage the 5, so they're going to punt from the end zone about midway, or about 7 or 8 yards deep in the end zone is where Middle Rosa will stand. And he has the snap, and the kick will go to McNabb at the 41, and Champ McNabb is going to have a nice return that's going to come back. He's going to take it inside the 25. There's a flag right where he caught it, and someone had a block that was not
legal
in football. I mean, it's not against the law, but it warrants a penalty.
It's not against the law. I'd be in trouble if holding was against the law.
And it will, well, they're going to move the flag up to the 35, so it'll be, I guess, 10 yards from there. That'll help a little bit. But it will be the 45-yard line, still good field position, 1:55 left. For the block in the back penalty on the return. And getting Devil Dogs one timeout left, leading 21-0, trying to get another score here before you head to the locker room. Barry looking to throw to the sidelines, has McNabb at the 40, tight ropes the sidelines, and going to be out of bounds just shy of the first down, it looks like. Gains 9, gets to the 36, and it'll be 2nd and 1. Clock stops with him getting out of bounds. 2 receivers to each side. Robinson is in the backfield beside Barry, who throws this one to McNabb again. This time for a Rackman Furniture first down to the 26-yard line where he's out of bounds.
Yeah, Tuck pushed him out of bounds there for the Panthers.
And I can mark him at the 27. The Devil Dogs have a first down right there, and still 1:47 to go.
It's a 6 catch for Champ.
Barry rolls to his right this time. He's got a receiver, and it is dropped on the far side by Jamarcus Sandig, who made a great catch on a touchdown a moment ago, but not that time. 2nd down and 10.
Yeah, 6 catches for 67 yards for Champ McNabb, 6 for 52 for Dante Cox. Max Berry 6 of 12, 181 yards and 3 touchdowns here in the first half.
As Berry looks to throw, and he's got Cox again, but this one incomplete. Cox had to jump for it and threw his hands, incomplete. And it'll be 3rd down and 10. And Barry's completed more than 6 passes. I think he said 6 of 12, but he's
16 of 23 now.
Okay,
is what he is.
That's more like it.
Maybe I didn't enunciate, or maybe my brain just stopped for a second.
I thought you said 6 for 12, but anyway. But 3rd and 10 here for the Devil Dogs as Clarksville moves across the line of scrimmage. They blow that play dead. And it will be encroachment on the Panthers, so Devil Dogs will get a free 5 yards. Be 3rd down and 5. Ball now to the 22-yard line. We'll take another one of those.
Yeah.
Give us a first down. 3rd down and 5. Jones, McNabb to the near side. Roden and Cox, receivers on the far side. Barry he's going for McNabb, but is deflected by a Panther before it got to Champ, and be incomplete. Was that big number 28, Rhett Fultz?
Yes.
Fultz got a hand on it. 4th down and 5 for the Devil Dogs. I'm probably not going to test Creech's 40-yard or so.
No, not from this length.
Here. A little too long. So Devil Dogs will go for it. With a minute 32 seconds left in this first half. Devil Dogs with a 21-0 lead. And Barry pass on the far side intended for Cox. He could never get there, and it falls incomplete, so Clarksville will get it back. They take over on downs.
It was just a bit outside.
Hey folks, Moore and Company, Realtors.
And so Panthers take over, 1:28 left to go in the first half. Of course, at halftime, we'll go over all your first half stats, scoring summary, look at scores from around Class 5A and other area teams. And on the video stream, you'll enjoy the Morrilton High School Band performance at halftime. But
I was going to talk about this too. I guess the theme at high school today was road construction, which is amazing for interstate rivalry such as Morrilton and Clarksville.
Panthers on offense here. They will hand it off to, I think that's Martinez, and he will get only about a yard, not much there. It'll be 2nd down and 9.
And Landon Boyer went up, made that hit, almost brought him down behind the line of scrimmage, but he's going to pick up a 1.
So 2nd and 9. And both teams down to just 1 timeout at this point.
Jackson says the theme was work in progress, work zone, victory in progress.
Okay.
I always said that we need to have a rivalry and have a bit just an orange barrel as the trophy.
Yeah, well, Clarksville would have to be involved in that game. Yes, there will be Martinez with the handoff again, and he will get only back to the line of scrimmage. I believe Devil Dogs have called the final timeout. Hayes Buckley on that stop. 3rd down and 9. McNabb calls Morrilton's final timeout. And exactly 40 seconds left, so really Clarksville could just run another play and run out the rest of the clock. The Devil Dogs hoping here for, well, you could get the turnover, whatever.
Yeah.
You never know.
Incomplete pass would work in our
they,
favor here.
They could air it out. They've thrown it more than I guess they traditionally do. Haven't been all that successful with it, but
they're 2 of 11 right now, and Talon Case is 1 of 1, and Luke Sieben-Morgan struggled tonight. He's 1 of 10.
And we have 40 seconds left in the first half. 3rd down and 9 for the Panthers. Devil Dogs up 21-0. And Clarksville really, after their first drive, haven't done a whole lot offensively. A pretty nice drive going there in their opening possession, but it stalled out and nothing else since. Double handoff here. They're going to give it to number 18, and he is not going to get a whole lot. Barely back to the line of scrimmage, and Landon Boyer again with the big plays. Gabe Kramer's on the carry.
Landon just all over this drive.
And so it is 4th down again. Clarksville can just run out, let the clock run out. Devil Dogs do not have a timeout remaining. Morrilton players go ahead and start the trek towards the locker room. The ones on the sidelines, keeping players on the field in case Clarksville tries something here. And now it will officially hit 0. So we are at halftime, and 21-0 lead for the Devil Dogs here at the break. So we will have our halftime again on the radio side. We will have all the stats and updated scores from other games and scoring summary and all that we always do. The video stream, I believe you'll be able to enjoy the Morrilton High School Band, probably the upcoming cheer and dance performances as well that are coming. So, we'll be back on the radio side here after this 3-minute timeout. You're listening to Devil Dog Football on KVOM, part of the EAB Sports Network.
Ag Ride Co-op Supply Service Center is your source for non-ethanol fuel at the pump. So you can fill your car or truck with non-ethanol fuel and not Get up to $5,000 you can use for beautiful new furniture from Rackley Furniture. Imagine new bedding, a new recliner, or a new couch with SNAP financing, a lease-to-own option where 100 days is the same as cash at Rackley Furniture, across from Walmart in Morrilton. Make sure you have plenty of Arkansas crowd-pleasing meats from Petit Jean Meats for your Labor Day weekend at the lake, for game day tailgating, or your backyard cookouts. Add these to your grocery list for the holiday weekend: Petit Jean bologna, hickory smoked ham, jalapeno and cheese deer summer sausage, and Petit Jean bacon for the ultimate bacon burger. And of course, Petit Jean hot dogs and heat and eat chili. This Labor Day, taste the difference with Petit Jean Meats.
Need a sign for your business, a banner for your fundraiser, church, or party? Hi, this is Jonathan Trafford at 501 Sign and Vinyl. We're a full-service graphic business in Morrilton and can make your signs, banners, window clings, vehicle wraps, and everything in between.
501 Sign and Vinyl, 501-289-9460. Email 501signandvinyl@gmail.com or message them on Facebook to see their work. Talking with Frank Ross, Ross Roofing Company in Morrilton. Y'all been around over 50 years. Folks can find you in your downtown Morrilton office.
Yes, next to Benchmark Title. We got a full-time secretary, and you'll be able to come by the office and call her.
All right, that number?
501-354-5280, or be glad to take a call on my cell phone at 208-1622.
Okay, folks, keep them in mind for storm damage or all your new roofing needs. 354-5280. That's 354-5280 for Ross Roofing Company.
The love of football defines fall weekends, and in many homes, our families. But it's a demanding sport that can cause injury. That's why UAMS Health Orthopedics and Sports Medicine is on sidelines and in locker rooms for high schools and colleges across the state, ready to care for athletes with clinics in Central and Northwest Arkansas. UAMS Health, official orthopedics and sports medicine provider for Razorback Athletics and future Razorbacks all over Arkansas. Learn more at uams.health/team.
It is halftime here. We're back inside the Haynes Home Center broadcast booth. Eric Tyler and Jim Bowles, not only on KVOM, but also we've got the Clarksville audience with us on KXIO. Happy to be able to bring you the action on 106.9 FM as well. And they're part of our EAB family, so we're happy to do that. But we are at halftime, 21-0. Devil Dogs with the lead over Clarksville. And we'll have, in a moment, several scores to catch you up on, but we always like to start with our own scoring summary and stats first.
Yeah, we'll start with the scoring summary. Devil Dogs got on the board first in the first quarter at 26 seconds. Maddox Berry passed to Andrew Roden from 7 yards out for the score. Micah Creech kicked the extra point that kept a 10-play, 98-yard drive for the Devil Dogs and put them up 7-0 as the first quarter ended. Devil Dogs will strike again at the 8:31 mark of the second quarter. Berry passed to Jamarcus Sandage from 10 yards out. Creech kicked the extra point, and it was 14-0 Devil Dogs. And then the final drive, nine plays, 68 yards. Berry found Sandage again, this time from 26 yards out on a great catch by Jamarcus at the 2:55 mark of the second quarter. Micah Creech kicked the extra point, and that's 21-0 Devil Dogs, and that is your halftime score. Looking at the game summary, the team statistics, 14 first downs for the Devil Dogs in the first half, 4 for Clarksville, 32 yards rushing for the Panthers, 89 for the Devil Dogs, 33 yards passing for Clarksville, 181 for Morrilton in the first half. So total offensive plays is 28 for Clarksville for 65 net yards, 38 plays for the Devil Dogs for 270 yards. Morrilton has picked up 7.1 yards per play and only allowed 2.3 yards per play tonight so far. Penalties, 5 for 30 for Clarksville, 2 for 20 for the Devil Dogs. And time possession is pretty even. 12:03 for the Devil Dogs, 11:57 for Clarksville. Clarksville is 1 of 8 on third down and 1 for 2 on fourth. Morrilton is 4 of 6 on third down and 0 for 2 on fourth down. Individually, start with the Devil Dogs, 9 carries for 54 yards for Keaton Robinson, 3 carries for 30 yards for Raylan Thomas, And actually, that's probably 4 for 35. I have a rush for Giovanni Cruz there. I don't know why I did that, so I'll have to go back. That was probably Raylan Thomas. Maddox Berry passing 16 of 25 for 181 yards and 3 scores. Champ McNabb, 6 catches for 67 yards. Dante Cox, 6 catches for 52 yards. Jamarcus Sandage, 2 catches for 36 yards and 2 scores. Andrew Roden's got 2 catches for 26 yards and a score. For Clarksville, we'll go ahead and give you those since we've got our listeners over there. Nathan Powell leads the team in rushing, 9 carries for 34 yards. Taylor Case has got 1 for 6. Gabe Kremers has 1 for 1. Caden Martinez has carried 4 times for -2 yards, and Luke Siebenmorgan's carried twice for -7. Talon Case is 1-1 passing for 25 yards. Siebenmorgan is 1 for 10 for 8 yards in the first half. Juan De La Rosa has punted 4 times for an average of 38 yards in the first half. Defensively for the Devil Dogs, I've got Landon Boyer and Hayes Buckley tied for the lead with 4 tackles apiece. Luke Garrett's got 3 tackles, 1.5 tackle for loss. Buckley does have a tackle for loss. 2 tackles each for Cruz, Andrew Roden, and Hunter White. White has a half tackle for loss, and a tackle each for Braylon Hardiman, Champ McNabb, Braden Winningham, and Peyton Havner in that first half. For Clarksville, 5 tackles for Cypress Tuck, 5 tackles for Denver Picards, 3 for Juan De La Rosa, 2 for Rhett Fultz, and then 1 each for Caden Martinez, Jesus Santiago, Brack Ditton, Ryder Miranda, and Bo Walker. That will be your halftime stats.
All right. Good first half for the Devil Dogs here. Again, 21-0 the lead at the moment. We got right now the Clarksville band with their performance. Morrilton band will come out here in just a moment. And we are going to go ahead and take another timeout. We'll get you updated on some of the scores of interest, and pretty busy night with our area teams and all the 5A Central and other 5A teams are going to tell you about. So we'll catch up on all that when we come back. We'll take a 2-minute timeout now and have more Devil Dog football after this on KVOM, part of the EAB Sports Network.
Carry cash or checks around with Petit Jean State Bank's new Visa debit card. Our card is chip-enabled and contactless, making transactions fast and secure. Plus, with our new digital wallet capabilities, you can make purchases from your phone or other devices. And the best part? There's no monthly debit card fee. Upgrade your banking experience with Petit Jean State Bank's new Visa debit card. Right in town, right in touch.
Welcome home to hometown banking. Petit Jean State Bank.
Member FDIC. In-Speech Therapy has been serving the Morrilton community for almost 25 years. We are thankful for the opportunity to serve the students of the South Conway County School District and surrounding areas in Central Arkansas. Our clinic is located right here in Morrilton at 1510 East Harding Street, where we can offer outpatient speech, occupational, and physical therapy services, along with reading, spelling, and tutoring support. To find out more, call 501-208-2316 or check us out on Facebook. You can also visit our website, inspeechtherapy.com. That's the letter N, speechtherapy.com. We are proud to support Devil Dog Athletics. Go Dogs!
Hi folks, Jeff at Hagen's Dodge here. Do you have a clean, used car, truck, SUV, or minivan you want to sell? Well, Hagen's Dodge in Morrilton wants to buy it. We'll give you cash for your title or for your equity if you still owe on it. If you are buying a car from another dealership, let us bid your car before you trade. We can possibly give you more for your car and you can still get the tax credit. Bring your used car to Hagen's Dodge at exit 108 and I-40 in Morrilton today.
Healthcare Pharmacy in Morrilton is your trusted, locally owned Good Neighbor Pharmacy. It's where you'll find all your prescription and immunization needs. They know you and your doctor, and they'll give you written advice on how to take your medicine properly and any possible side effects. That's personalized service that you deserve from your pharmacist. Healthcare Pharmacy, number 10 Hospital Drive in the Morrilton Medical Clinic building, 501-354-1460.
We're back here on KVOM and KXIO for our halftime. Devil Dogs up 21-0 over Clarksville. We have the Morrilton band performance now. And we're going to go ahead and look at some of the other scores. And We'll start, I guess, with the other Class 5A games, Jim.
I'm looking for my last game here. They didn't put them as Texarkana. They have them as Arkansas High.
Yeah. Well, officially they are Arkansas High School.
I know. I only grew up knowing them as Texarkana.
Yeah,
so.
that's what we all know them in.
All right, so most of these are going to be second half or second quarter scores. Looking in our conference right now, Greenbrier leads Bologna 21-6 in the second quarter. Joe T. Robinson up on Forest City 17-8. Maumelle leads Batesville 20-6. And a bit of a shocker here, Rivercrest 28, Mills 21. But as we witnessed many times last year, Mills always gets off to a slow start, and then it all comes together for them in the end.
They've got the talent for sure.
Yeah, so
some athletes.
I'm sure they're hoping that trend from 2022 carries on here to 2023. BB is up 21-8 on Newport. At the half, Warren and Whitehall are tied at 13. Pine Bluff up 27-7 over Little Rock Central in the second quarter. And at the half, the McGee Owls up 18-8 over Watson Chapel. Looking at our surrounding area scores, CAC leads Perryville 20-0 in the second quarter. Bigelow all over England 36-8 in the second quarter. Let me check Atkins because I didn't have a score for them earlier. I still don't. So
Hope County Judges Cup.
Yes. No score yet between the Red Devils and Pirates. Hector, though, Grandma, the Wildcats are up 28-14 at halftime. Over Quitman, right? And let's see. Next is Dardanelle and Pottsville. I can't. What is wrong with my mouth tonight?
Another big rivalry game.
No score yet on them. At the half, Lakeside and Russellville. That's actually Lakeside's up 24-12 on the Cyclones at half. No score yet on Palestine, Wheatley, and Two Rivers. No score on Danville and Mountainburg. Conway leads Bentonville 21-10 in the second quarter. Conway Christian leads Baptist Prep 21-0 in the first. And then no score yet for Mayflower and Drew Central or Heber Springs and Clinton. Arkansas Sports Media High School football poll. Number 1 is Little Rock Parkview. They are off tonight. Number 2, Little Rock Shiloh Christian is leading Little Rock Christian in the Battle of the Christians, 21-16 at the half.
Wow, that'd be a big time win.
That'd be a big time win, yeah. No score yet on Farmington and Springdale. Farmington coming in at number 4. Number 3 was Little Rock Mills. They're losing 28-21 to Rivercrest. Number 5 is Pine Bluff. They're up 27-7 over Central. Number 6 is Joe T. Robinson, up 17-8 over Forest City. Number 8, Camden Fairview and El Dorado, which is the El Dorado debut of Chris Hill, former Devil Dog down there. But no score yet reported from South Arkansas. Number 9, Hot Springs is up, won 24-7 over another Morrilton connection. And is it Trey Shucker that's there?
Trey, yep, I think.
Mm-hmm. They're up. They won 24-7. The Trojans did over Arkadelphia last night. And then 2 teams tied for 10th. Harrison has got their big rivalry tonight against Mountain Home, and the Bombers lead the Goblins 30-14 at the half. And then that Texarkana Hamburg matchup is taking place tonight in Hamburg, and no score yet on them.
And Johnny Story, I think, probably working the Atkins-Dover game. Dover leads 7-3 at halftime.
All right.
Over Atkins. And I believe you missed number 7, Valley View. They went up to Poplar Bluff, Missouri to play the Mules.
Yeah, I don't have a score on them yet. The Mules, that's what Poplar Bluff is?
Poplar Bluff Mules, yep, that's it. So, but anyway, pretty big school, so they're probably playing up in what would be classification.
Oh, okay.
Poplar Bluff would probably be 6, maybe 7A here. I don't know.
Okay. I've never been to Poplar Bluff, but that's where they have the tournament the basketball team used to play, isn't it?
That's Neosho.
Neosho? Oh, well, didn't they play in Poplar Bluff one year?
May have. At some point, I don't know.
Maybe I'm inventing tournaments, Eric.
But Neosho's the one they go to every year.
Yes, you're
but
right.
Poplar Bluff's on the way to St. Louis, so you go through there. I know you go there all the time.
Oh, yes.
So. But it's, just up north of Corning.
Just north of Corning. Okay.
Yeah. So anyway, but yeah, that's who Valley View is playing. They went up there. But anyway, so a lot of action, and of course, stick around after the game. Something else we didn't have working last week, Rex Nelson's scoreboard show, but I think we got that corrected as well, as we do have our live stream issues worked out so far tonight as well. So enjoying that, certainly. And Devil Dogs enjoying a 21-0 lead at halftime over Clarksville. And Devil Pups were in action last night and lost to Stuttgart 18-8, the final in that one. Devil Pups now 0-2, the 9th grade team. And I believe Morrilton's off next week, the junior high, and then I've got them playing on the Tuesday the following week. I don't know if that's right, but at Pottsville there on the 12th is what the schedule shows. The Lady Devil Dog volleyball team, they've had a tough start. They are, I believe, 0-5 now on the season in their matches. But they host Maumelle Charter next week. Now, Maumelle Charter does not exactly have a powerhouse girls basketball or softball program. Maybe they're a little better at volleyball, but I'm feeling good. The Lady Devil Dogs will maybe get that first win there next Thursday, and maybe a little extra motivation. The 03 state champion team will be recognized that night at Devil Dog Arena with that match with Maumelle Charter. So if you can make it out there to the arena next Thursday.
If anything, it's one more chance for everyone to yell at Coach Hill.
Oh, yeah. Well, we all like doing that.
Yes. Yell, then run and cower. And hope she doesn't find you.
Yep. But anyway, so, yeah, they'll be back. Again, good to see that 03 team. Their, golly, 20-year reunion, Jim. Hard to believe.
No. No.
That's not.
Every morning I wake up, I'm like, yeah, it's a 20-year reunion.
And, by the way, next Friday, our home football game, we'll have the 2013 state champions back. So they'll be the 10-year anniversary of their state championship.
I think this is the only home game where we're not having some kind of event going on.
It is, because I guess the BB game will be the 73 champs.
Yeah.
And then only 2 more home games.
Yeah. Well, we got homecoming.
After that,
and then you'll have senior night.
Homecoming and senior night, yeah. So we'll have some sort of special ceremony or event going on. All the remaining home games here after tonight. Well, 21-0, our halftime score. We'll get another timeout in here before we start the second half. And we'll take a 2-minute timeout here. Again, it's Devil Dog and Clarksville Panther football on KVOM and KXIO, part of the EAB Sports Network.
At Haynes Home Center, your Ace Hardware store in Morrilton, visiting with Brian Porterfield. If you're thinking about a construction project, you can get just about everything you need right here at Haynes.
Not only are we a hardware store, we are a lumber yard and building material supply.
In many instances, you're going to be dealing with local suppliers.
Great for us is finding those local partners. We love staying local when possible. Hickson is one of our top lumber suppliers. We even have a window manufacturer based out of Little Rock.
Whatever your project, you'll find what you need at Haynes Home Center, the helpful place, number 4 Davis Drive in Morrilton.
Have you heard? Boundless Movement Academy opened a new ninjastics class. Hey guys, I'm Coach Michaela, and I'm so excited to help your child learn how to mix tumbling and martial arts-like movements together to complete obstacle courses. They must be 5 and up to participate. We also offer a variety of gymnastics and tumbling classes for all ages 18 months up to age 18, 6 days a week. Visit i-am-boundless.com and scroll down to see the new schedule of offerings. And be sure to follow Boundless Movement Academy on Facebook and Instagram.
Simmons Bank, nominated by Forbes magazine as a top U.S. bank, takes great pride in investing in our friends and neighbors. For more than 100 years, we've worked to make our customers' dreams come true, earning trust with convenient and reliable financial tools, checking and savings accounts, home and consumer loans, small business loans, and low-rate credit cards. Wherever you are on your financial journey, we're there with you every step of the way. Simmons Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender, subject to credit approval.
At Napa, we keep things moving. When we're not thinking about cars, we're thinking about the people who drive them. Because when it comes to serving you and our community, our motor never quits. At Napa, we keep things moving. If it has an engine, we help keep it on the road. And if it's on the road, we have parts for it. And if you need a part, you can get it fast. Because when it comes to serving you, our motor never quits.
Spates Auto Parts, your Napa stores in Morrilton, Conway, and Russellville.
Back here at halftime from Devil Dog Stadium. Inside the Haynes Home Center broadcast booth, Derek Tyler and Jim Bowles. We're getting ready to start the second half. Still have a couple minutes until we do that. And we'll remind you in our post game, of course, we will have our Colton Steakhouse offensive and defensive players of the game. We'll select the Conway County Farm Bureau Insurance player you can depend on, and also do the Dixon Family Dental Big Smile play of the game. So looking forward to all that as part of our post game. And again, final non-conference game. Now next year we'll go back to 18 conferences. There will be 32 teams in Class 5A. So, and the way it's looking, I think we'll probably go back to the West. Don't know.
Looks
really
very
for sure
likely.
yet, but it looks most likely where things are headed. So we'll wait on that.
I've missed P Ridge these past 2 years, Eric. I don't know about you.
Yeah, that was a fun drive. Yeah. The travel is much worse in the West. There's no denying that. But,
Yeah.
But yeah, you miss some of those old rivalries. Harrison, Alma, those teams. Yeah.
Miss is a word I could use.
Yeah, or yeah. Whatever you want to fill in there.
There's
but,
just too much hate ingrained in me to actually miss them. I
Yep.
think.
Well, you enjoy beating them
I do
when you
enjoy
get that
beating 'em, yes.
opportunity. It doesn't always happen, but it's always good when you do that. But again, yeah, conference play at least for the 5A Central starting next week. And again, we will be home again next week, so back-to-back home games before we start going on the road every other week the rest of the way. And both teams getting ready to start the second half here. And Clarksville will be kicking off. We kicked to start the ball game. They had a pretty long, sustained drive, stalled out in Morrilton territory, and then again they just didn't get a whole lot going. Now they've not turned it over, so they've held on to the football. So
no turnovers in this game.
Yeah, which they did have a turnover bug hitting them quite a bit last week in their loss to Ozark, but they've held on to it. But Devil Dogs have stopped them, kept them out of the end zone. And we are.
Clarksville is going to kick off here to start the second half. It should be Juan De La Rosa once the teams get out here.
Devil Dogs will send Keaton Robinson and Dante Cox back deep.
Keaton Robinson and number.
And it will be De La Rosa with the ball on the tee.
Out to kick for Clarksville, number 27. Juan De La Rosa.
And his kick is away and taken by Robinson at the 6-yard line. And Keaton Robinson's going to come to the middle of the field and hit hard as he gets to the 30-yard line. And it looked like he was Ryder Moran and Cypress Tuck, I think, kind of sandwiched him there. The Devil Dogs will start at their own 32-yard line as well. They'll give Robinson the return to. Maddox Berry back out, quarterback for Morrilton. There's Robinson standing to his right, two receivers to either side as A.J. Jones comes in motion. Berry throws deep, overthrows his intended receiver, and it is incomplete. So second down and 10.
He was trying to hit Cox on the go route, but for Clarksville, Cypress Tuck had good coverage on him.
So Devil Dogs now 2nd and 10. And 3 receivers now to the left, and flag comes out. Play blown dead. Devil Dogs with a false start. That'll cost Morrilton 5 yards. 2nd down and 15.
5-yard penalty brings up.
Devil Dogs had
2nd down and 15.
one of the receivers to the left had a shirtlift up on the line of scrimmage as a tight end on the near side. So they have that same formation here. Will be handoff to Robinson straight ahead, and good carry for Keaton Robinson. He'll get up to the 35-yard line. 36 it looks like. A good carry there will make it 3rd and manageable here. 3rd about 7. That can mark him at the 35.
Good job there by Robinson, finding the hole, bursting through it, picking up a good chunk of yards on 2nd and long.
Barry waiting the snap. Drops back, fires it complete. Dante Cox at the foot race, and Cox is going to get inside the 30. They're going to drag him down from behind, but he gets near the 20-yard line. A big gain and a Rackley Furniture first down.
And again, he grabbed him by the back of the shoulder pad. But a great catch there by Cox on the slant route. Turned it up and got a big gain for the Devil Dogs.
The line of scrimmage, the Clarksville 21. Wait for the chain gang to get set after that long gain. And they are now. It'll be handoff to Raylan Thomas. Thomas makes some moves, a lot of moves, and he's going to get inside the 10 to around the 5-yard line before he's gang tackled. And a big gain for Raylan Thomas. That's that 1st down and goal.
Pick up a 16 by Raylan Thomas. Again, good vision to find a crease in the defense. Gets the 1st down and sets up Morrilton 1st and goal from the Clarksville 5.
1st and goal for the Devil Dogs.
Devil Dogs wasting no time moving down the field on their opening drive of the 2nd half. It'll be handoff to Thomas, and he is buried at the line of scrimmage this time. Nowhere to go for number 5 that time.
Faults on the tackle for the Panthers.
And got a half yard. Actually have the ball close to the 4 there. And there's Robinson back in, standing to the left of the quarterback, Maddox Berry. Now Robinson rolls out, and Berry fires it to the back of the end zone. It is incomplete, and it's in now the hands of Champ McNabb. The back of the end zone, then almost picked off by the Panther on the deflection.
I believe that's our 3rd or 4th drop tonight. That one for a touchdown right through Champ's hands. And almost a big mistake there.
3rd down and goal now. And flag out before the snap here.
It's going to be against Clarksville on offsides.
Should move the Devil Dogs half the distance to the goal, up to around the 2-yard line. It'll be 3rd down and goal from there.
The Devil Dogs 5 of 7 on 3rd down tonight.
Still 30 goals for the Devil Dogs.
And Barry awaits the snap. He'll hand it to Robinson. Robinson fighting, but he is going to be kept out of the end zone. He gets to the 1 or just inside the 1-yard line, but denied the touchdown. It'll be 4th down and goal. And the offense will stay on the field here. Going to go for it, try to punch it in here. And it'll be Barry looking to throw. He's going to find a receiver. It is going to be caught for the Devil Dog touchdown. And that is Andrew Roden again on the receiving end.
Number 18, Max Barry's pass is complete to number 16.
Good catch there by Roden on the out route again. Very similar to his first score.
Yeah. Same end of the field, yeah, same part of the end zone there. And Barry's 4th touchdown pass tonight, as Creech's extra point is up and good. With 9 minutes, 11 seconds left, third quarter, Devil Dogs lead Clarksville 28-0. We'll take a 1-minute timeout. You're listening to Devil Dog and Clarksville Panther football on the EAB Sports Network.
Every player on the football team has an important job so the team can reach its goal and success. Join our team at Lexicon right now and we'll help you reach your goals and success. Lexicon offers free on-the-job training through our own Lexicon University. We also offer competitive pay, a great healthcare plan, paid vacation, a sweet 401k plan, and more. Find out more at lexicon-inc.com/football.
This moment of relief, brought to you by your local State Farm agent, who also brings relief with insurance for what you value most.
See your local State Farm agent Ansel Carlin on East Broadway in Morrilton, or call 501-354-4386.
The kickoff by Creek is going to be fielded by Cypress Tuck. They'll hand it to Alan Case, who will get to around the 25-yard line. And Panthers will start right there with 9:04 to go third quarter.
We'll take over right at the 25s.
And so Clarksville offense back out there, led by Stephen Morgan. And it will be Nathan Powell getting it. They're going to get it to Martinez. Almost lost it there, and Martinez is going to lose a yard on the play. And number 3 ended up with it, and the boys stopped him in the backfield.
Yeah, Hardiman came in, and another Devil Dog. I missed who it was, but Hardiman came in from his cornerback position to make that tackle. Braylon.
And it'll be second down and 11. As Panthers lose the snap, it's on the turf, and I think the Devil Dogs have this one. Now Morrilton gets the turnover.
It's Peyton Havner, I believe.
Yep, I believe so. So Devil Dogs able to get the first turnover of the game and set up in prime scoring position here, needing just a touchdown and extra point to get the sportsmanship rule in effect here.
8:26 in the third.
It is Maddox Berry handing to Thomas. Thomas is going to get up to the 15, still on his feet. He went down on the back of a Clarksville player. He never hit the ground, and he gets up and makes it inside the 10 on the first and goal.
Yeah, that caught Clarksville by surprise, but he sure landed round top of the guy trying to tackle him, and Raylan just gets up, turns his feet, and picks up the first down.
So first and goal from the 8-yard line. And Devil Dogs looking to salt this one away here midway through the third quarter. And Barry looking to throw, and it is going to be caught for the Devil Dog touchdown.
Nice catch. A little bit low, a little bit behind him.
And yeah.
That was Dante, wasn't it, out there?
Yeah, Dante, and he was knocked to the ground in the celebration. But he's certainly okay, and really nice catch. Had to keep that one, pick it off the turf, and extra point for Creech is up and good, and with that, it's a 35-point lead. So that means we'll have running clock the rest of the way. 7:46 left third quarter. Devil Dogs up 35-0. Take a 1-minute timeout and have more Devil Dog football after this on KVOM, part of the EAB Sports Network.
Job security? The University of Arkansas Community College at Morrilton offers 2-year technical and career-specific degrees in a variety of areas. Enter the workforce sooner with highly valued skills that can make you an essential employee. Apply now at uaccm.edu.
UACCM has been recognized as the best technical college in the state by Arkansas Money and Politics. The best in the state and close to home. Learn more at uaccm.edu.
Greenway proudly supports the DIYer in you. Whether you're a mover, a shaker, a groundbreaker, a risk taker, a challenge embracer, or a landscape visionary, whatever the task, we've got a John Deere tractor that can help move your project forward. You've got work to do, so let's get started. Reserve yours today in store or at gogreenway.com.
Kickoff taken by Cypress Tuck, and he didn't get a whole lot on the turn. There's a lot of east-west running. And brought down by A.J. Jones, one of Devil Dogs in there. At the 15-yard line. A long field here for Clarksville, and it's again that 35-point lead. Any point in the second half. Running clock the rest of the way, so the rest of this game will fly by, I believe.
Well, this Devil Dog defense has held Clarksville to 61 yards on 30 plays.
Stephen Morgan looking deep here. This one is going to be incomplete. I thought for a moment it's going to be picked off. But just over the head of everybody. Roden there went up, tried to get it. Talon Case is the intended receiver deep down the field, and it falls incomplete. So
I think Roden, do you think he got a piece of it there?
He might have got a hand on it, yeah.
I'm going to say broken up. I think he got it.
And Clarksville with the carry coming right side, and they're going to get a couple yards, not a whole lot over there for Powell again. And it'll be third down and about 7.
Not sure who made the tackle there for the Devil Dogs.
We'll have to go back and look at it later.
Yep. Powell, 11 carries for 34 yards in this game. He's the leading rusher.
Third down, Stephen Morgan's pass going to be caught by Powell, but he is going to be stopped immediately. Shy of the first down. They get only to about the 22-yard line. And Hunter White there waiting for him as he caught it. Stopped him immediately, and fourth down, and Clarksville punt team is going to come back on the field. And McNabb and Sandage back deep for the Devil Dogs. Juan De La Rosa. Punt coming for Clarksville. It's a snap, kick away. Is deep. It's going to go over the head of McNabb, and it's going to take a Clarksville roll inside the 20-yard line, inside the 15. My goodness. Talking about flipping the field all the way to the 13. And that would have been a Morrilton school record, I think, on punt distance there. But
65 yards.
65 yards after the roll, and he has kicked it well all night. Got it just over the head of McNabb and got the friendly roll, and Devil Dogs starting deep with the senior Weston Keaton in now at quarterback. Probably see him the rest of the way here. 4:25 left third quarter. Again, we're going to have a running clock.
Maddox Berry is going to finish 19 of 30 for 234 yards and 5 touchdowns.
Not a bad day.
No.
And we hand off here to Robinson. Keaton Robinson's going to get to the 17. He'll pick up about 3 or 4 yards. Call it 4. It'll be second down and 6.
Number 21, Keaton Robinson on the carry. 3-yard gain on that play.
Again,
2nd down and 7 for the Bulldogs.
Devil Dogs with some starters out there and some non-starters as Robinson will get the carry here up to around the 20-yard line. Just across the 20. We'll set up 3rd down and short.
Seben Morgan on the tackle, along with Spencer Christian Lyles, a sophomore for the Panthers.
You see Raylan Thomas check in. 3 receivers to the right for the Devil Dogs on 3rd down and 2.
Morrilton is 5 of 8 on 3rd down.
And Keaton looking to throw, and he's got a receiver that's caught at the 30-yard line and out of bounds. Is that Asher Hogan?
That is Asher Hogan.
Asher Hogan on the catch. And that's a Rackley Furniture first down.
Good route there by Hogan. Out route, made the catch, turned it up, and got a first down for the Devil Dogs.
Kyle Chisholm in now at receiver. One of 4 in this formation. The handoff to Thomas, and Thomas will stay on his feet. He's getting pushed from behind by those linemen, and going to end up getting 5 yards on the play up to the 36.
Holland and Fultz on the tackle for the Panthers.
So 2nd and 5 at the 36-yard line. 2 minutes to play, 3rd quarter. Devil Dogs up 35-0. Weston Keaton waits the snap, hands it to Thomas, and Thomas hit at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there that time. Fultz, one of the first Panthers to meet him. It'll be 3rd down and 5. Devil Dog lineman loses the towel. It's center Hayden Johnson.
Snaps have been good today.
Yeah, all clean tonight. And Keaton looking to throw here, and just behind the intended receiver, incomplete. And going for Sandig there in the middle of the field, but unable to connect. 4th down, and the punt team on now for Devil Dogs. First time tonight.
Yep.
Hayes Buckley.
And Hayes had a good week last week. He finished with 3 punts for a 44.3-yard average.
You'll take that.
2 inside the 20.
And we're going to have a whistle, and
ball was spotted wrong.
Okay. And they're set now and ready to go. Snap is clean to Buckley. Good high kick, fair catch called and dropped, and they're going to throw the flag as Devil Dogs must have made a little contact there with the return man.
That was weird because really they only hit a Morrilton player because it bounced off his chest.
Yeah, I mean, they're going to call his kick interference, but I don't think there was contact until after the punt was muffed. But officials are getting together, talking about it. 6 seconds showing on the 3rd quarter clock. And yeah, it will be kick interference. 15-yard penalty will allow Clarksville to start at their own 46-yard line. And that will be the end of the 3rd quarter as the time runs out here. As we head to the 4th, Devil Dogs up 35-0. You're listening to Devil Dog and Clarksville Panther football on the EAB Sports Network. We're back in 1 minute.
For over 70 years, we at the Electric Cooperatives of Arkansas have had our game face on. Our passion for delivering reliable, affordable power to every corner of Arkansas is stronger than ever. And with 17 electric distribution cooperatives, we cover more than 60% of Arkansas. That's power to more than 500,000 homes, farms, businesses, winter, spring, summer, and cool fall football Friday nights. The Electric Cooperatives of Arkansas, powering the thrill of Friday night lights.
And we're back for the fourth quarter. 35-0 Devil Dogs with the lead.
All right, so with 5 touchdown passes tonight, Maddox Berry has tied the Devil Dog record for passing touchdowns in a game with 5.
How about that?
He'll join Jacoby Criswell, who did it twice.
Who's that?
And Mark Kelly, who did it at Greenbrier back in, let's see what year that was, 2003.
And Clarksville passing here on first down, incomplete. That was Alvarez, I think, in there now. Quarterback position and trying to hit Martinez down the seams, but incomplete, second down. Kobe hopefully gets some action tomorrow for the Hogs. He is officially number 2 on the depth chart. And you hope this is a game that we'll be able to see some backups in tomorrow. There's a penalty flag thrown here before Clarksville gets this snap off. The Hogs at noon tomorrow. Move that one up in Little Rock. Offsides on the Devil Dogs here will give Clarksville 3 yards. They'll move the ball into Morrilton territory to the 49. It'll be second down and 5. The UCA and ASU have a couple of tough games tomorrow. They both go to State of Oklahoma. As Clarksville puts it on the turf again, the handoff to Martinez. He's able to fall on it back at the Clarksville 44. It'll be third down and about 12. And yes, third or fourth time they've had a fumble. They've only lost one.
Fourth. Or third. No, you're right. Third. And then first. Actually, no, it is the fourth.
And clean exchange here. It'll be a run for Powell, and he gets a yard only. And hit there by Landon Boyer again.
Darian Tony Gay also in on the tackle for the Devil Dogs. Pick up a 1.
Fourth down and 11. Under 10 minutes to go now. And Clarksville brings the punt team on again. But yeah, ASU tomorrow playing at Oklahoma, UCA at Oklahoma State.
Yeah.
So they'll be
shock the world, Eric.
Yeah, hey, you never know. You never know. So Clarksville to punt here, fourth down and 11 from their own 45-yard line, and De La Rosa, his worst kick of the night, shanks this one, and it will bounce around the 35. And he had an incredible punting average until that one. That's going to hurt a little bit. And it comes back, takes a little bit of a Morrilton bounce to unless it may have hit out of bounds.
I think it went out of bounds
at the 35 there. So 37 is where they're going to mark it. Morrilton 37. Devil Dog offense on the field. Again, Weston Keaton guiding the troops here. And he will hand it off to, is that Tony Gay?
38.
38. And Tristan Johnson.
Number 38, Tristan Johnson.
Junior gets that carry, gets a yard. He's second down and 9. Angel Alvarez on the tackle for Clarksville. 35-0, Devil Dogs with the lead, 8:45 remaining. And Devil Dogs, the snap, it will be Johnson with the carry again. And the ball came out there at the end as Johnson got across the 40, and Clarksville recovers. So the Panthers get the turnover.
And Not sure which Panther that was that
Forbo Walker came up celebrating. He's getting the glad hand, but
all right, I'll give it to him for now.
Not sure if it was him who recovered or not, but Clarksville will take over. 8:24 left. They do stop the clock just for the change of possession. They'll get it back in motion here in just a moment. And so the Clarksville offense back on the field. And they will snap it to Powell. He runs left side and going to be hit and dropped as he crosses the 40. It's to the 37-yard line. And
number 44, Antonio Strickland.
You got Antonio Strickland. I think Boyer was in there as well in that one.
I thought it was Shane Willis on the tackle there for the Devil Dogs, too. 35,
not 36.
Football fans, there will be a trophy presentation after the game.
It'll be 2nd down and 6, though. It's a gain of 4. And now a pass coming by the Panthers, incomplete. As it was Powell, looked like he was going to run, decided to throw to Martinez, couldn't connect. And it'll be 3rd down and 6.
3rd down and 6.
It'll be the 3rd different Panther that's thrown a pass for this first team. Actually, the 4th. It's Case, Alvarez, Seba Morgan, and Powell have each thrown a pass. Combined, they're 3 of 15 for 37 yards.
And they face 3rd and 6 here from Morrilton 37-yard line. Powell the run this time, gets outside. One man to beat. He's at the 20, the 15. He will be forced out of bounds at the 15-yard line by Kyle Chisholm. But 1st down for the Panthers with 6:35 remaining.
That'll be their longest play of the game, 26 yards for Nathan Powell.
And they'll have 1st down.
Actually, that was just a 22-yarder. He also has a 26-yarder, so almost. 3rd longest. How's that?
And they've got the 15 and looking to throw now to the end zone, and it is going to be incomplete. I think there's a flag.
Yeah, I'm not.
Well, he might have caught it, actually.
I think he caught it.
Yeah, he caught it in all kinds of traffic, and a flag thrown as well. Catch at the 1-yard line by Talon Case, went up and really made a great catch on the ball. Kind of gets lobbed up there by Angel Alvarez. And then, yeah, they're signaling pass interference and making sure Clarksville wants to decline it. And, yeah, they're going to say decline the penalty, of course, so they'll have it at the 2-yard line, it looks like. 1st and goal for the Panthers as they try to avoid the shutout here. We got 4 plays to try to get the 2 yards for the score. It'll be Powell running right side. He will get into the end zone. Clarksville is on the board. Touchdown for Nathan Powell. Just over 5 minutes remaining. And they kept the clock running. They will stop it there now for the score. They'll do the extra point and have to kick off. Clarksville's on the board with 4:58 is what they showed now. And the run by Nathan Powell. The extra point attempt for LaRosa is up, and it is good. With 4:58 to go, 35-7, Devil Dogs with the lead. Clarksville kicks off after we take this 1-minute timeout. You're listening to Devil Dog and Clarksville Panther football on the EAB Sports Network.
So, it's Friday night, and your heat and air unit goes out. What do? Do you wait till Monday to call and set up an appointment while you suffer all weekend? No, you don't have to, because Burris Heat and Air offers 24-hour service. So you can call them day or night, weekends, or whenever your unit goes out. When you do, be sure to ask about a preventative maintenance agreement to improve efficiency, add years to the life of your unit, and save money over time. Call us at 354-4887 or find us on Facebook. Burris Heat and Air.
Looks like you didn't have any damage from the storm. That's a relief. But sometimes the damage caused by hail and high winds can be hard to see. Call Vaughn Roofing and Remodeling to have your roof and gutters inspected for damage that you might not notice, because that can lead to more significant damage down the line. Vaughn's Roofing and Remodeling is there for you anytime, day or night, with emergency tarping and other services to keep you in the dry. And you don't have to wait on your insurance company. They'll go to work right away. Vaughn's Roofing and Remodeling, 501-215-4137, and online at vaughnsroofing.com.
And before Clarksville kicks off, we've got a flag, and they're going to have to kick it again, I believe. 5 yards farther back. 4:58 remaining, 35-7. Devil Dogs with the lead. This is the same score Clarksville had last week. Game with Ozark. Lost that one.
You know, before that drive started, I went back to my spreadsheets to look at the last time we'd shut out Clarksville. And then Clarksville quickly put that notion
Of course. And so Clarksville will kick off now from the 35-yard line after the infraction. And there's a flag. They were offsides that time, and they're going to be backed up another 5 yards. There's the big guy just to the right of the kicker that time.
You know, he's been close the entire game.
Yeah.
In that Green Forest game, I watched him a couple times. I thought, ooh. That was,
yeah. That was number 4, Bo Walker. I don't know if he got the fumble recovery last time, but he was the guilty part in the offside right there. And he'll come out, and they'll kick from the 30 now. Still 4:58 remaining. And Devil Dogs have this game in hand. They'll restart the clock once Devil Dogs possess it and then keep it running. And clean kick this time, taken at the 11-yard line. And it's going to be Cox up to the 30. And a flag at the end of the play this time. And it's going to be personal foul, face mask on the Panthers. So, without an offensive play being run, Clarksville with 3 penalties for 25 yards there. A couple offsides on the kickoff, and then on the return, a 15-yard face mask. And Devil Dogs will get to start at their own 46-yard line. 4:48 to go. Clock back in motion. And Devil Dog offense on the field.
That's a 9th penalty for 57 yards against Clarksville tonight. 5 for 45 for the Devil Dogs.
Weston Keaton hand it off here to Kristen Johnson, and he will try to stretch it out, but Clarksville's going to get to him in the backfield, drop him for about a 3-yard loss.
They said that was Jaden Wiggins.
Might have been 30. Yeah, it looked a little smaller than Tristan, and it's number 39, not 38. So it was Jaden Wiggins there, a sophomore.
And by they, I mean Aaron.
Yes, definitely. I thought it was smaller than Tristan when he was out there, but it looked like 38 still in his jersey, but it's 39, Jaden Wiggins. And he loses a couple yards. It'll be 2nd down and 12. We're at 3:40 remaining. And it will be Wiggins getting the carry, and he is going to fight to try to get back to the line of scrimmage, and he may do that, but that's it. They gang tackle him there.
Bo Davis on the tackle for Clarksville.
And now I believe Kristen Johnson is back in, and several other Devil Dogs subbing in and out. Asher Hogan back in as a receiver on the near side. And Devil Dogs taking their time here with the play in. Under 3 minutes to go now in this ball game. 35-7. And handoff to Kristen Johnson, hitting the backfield, will fall ahead, not quite back to the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard, and it'll be 4th down and 13. And Devil Dogs will punt. Ryder Moran on that stop for Clarksville. So Hayes Buckley back to punt. Talon Case back deep for Clarksville. Down to 2:20 remaining in the ball game. And good night for the Devil Dogs. The first win of the season as Buckley's punt will bounce it around the 25-yard line, rolled inside the 20. And back to Devil Dogs around it to down it at the 17, it looks like. So ends up pretty good punt there for the roll for Hayes Buckley. And Clarksville takes over with 1 minute 55 seconds remaining. 35-7. Devil Dogs with the lead in this one.
First and 10 for the Panthers.
Panther offense back out there. And it will double handoff here, and it's going to be 18 getting outside. Ball comes out. It's a fumble. And Gabe Kramer's on the carry, and the Devil Dogs are going to recover.
I think that was Paez. Ryan Paez that jumped on it.
So Devil Dogs will take over. Kramer's a little shaken up and limp off. Have to walk all the way across the field, and Devil Dogs have it with 90 seconds to go. You can see the Devil offense run a couple more plays here. Jeremiah Smallwood in as one of the receivers on this near side. And Keaton will keep it himself, and he's going to get across the 20. Out of bounds at around the 19, or right at the 20, it looks like. Well, now, wait, they're making it outside. That was a horrible spot. They're marking it outside the 20 at the 21. So gain of only 6. With 1 minute to play now. And Devil Dogs with 1 or 2 more plays coming in this ball game. And Warren Company representatives getting ready to present the Battle of the Beast trophy. As there's a fumble on the exchange, but pops right back in the arms of Keaton. He was trying to hand it to Kristen Johnson, and the ball went squirted up in the air a bit. And
landed on his helmet pretty much.
Yeah, Keaton was able to control, and that'll be the end of the ball game as they bring Keaton down right there. And Devil Dogs do not have to make another snap. They won't. The teams will line up. Exchange congratulatory handshakes, and Devil Dogs get their first win of the season. 35-7, the final. Devil Dogs get one in the win column here over the Clarksville Panthers tonight. It is official as the clock hits 0. 35-7, the final. And we'll be back for our post-game coverage. We'll recognize our players of the game, have a play of the game, and do that and more when we come back after this 2-minute timeout. You're listening to Morrilton Devil Dog and Clarksville Panther football on the EAB Sports Network.
Think of someone using meth, what comes to mind? Someone who looks malnourished, missing teeth, or skin lesions? They're often seen as dangerous, reckless, or even violent, but that's not reality. There is no face of meth. It could be a brother, a cousin, a friend, anyone. While there are treatment options available, the best medicine is prevention. Just don't do it. If you or someone you know needs help, just go to meovermeth.org. Stop it before it starts. Choose me over meth. Sponsored by CSI Region 6 Prevention.
Don't let concerns about today's events derail your long-term financial strategy. Hi, I'm Doug Cahill, Edward Jones Financial Advisor, and I'm here to help. We can work together to understand the impact of these events and make sure your goals are top of mind. While you can't control market volatility, we'll focus on what you can control. We can connect in several virtual ways. Start by giving us a call at 501-354-6630.
Weekends in Morrilton were made for the Pizza Factory at Point Remove Brewing Company. Picture this: a sun-drenched patio, a gentle breeze, good friends, and artisanal hand-tossed pizzas made fresh to order with premium ingredients just for you. Enjoy fresh salads and wings too with your furry friend by your side. Because at the Pizza Factory, we're not just dog-friendly, we're dog-loving. Order ahead in the toast app for dine-in or carry-out, and we'll have it piping hot and ready when you arrive. The Pizza Factory at Point Remove Brewing Company, 102 South Crestliner in Morrilton, off Highway 64 East. Open Thursday through Sunday for lunch and dinner.
Koontz Electric will sponsor any River Valley High School student who enrolls in one of 3 specific UACCM Career Center programs and will cover all expenses not covered by another funding source. Koontz Electric will sponsor students in construction technology, industrial mechanics and maintenance technology, and welding technology. Koontz Electric will hire all Koontz Promise graduates upon successful completion of the program. Please contact Koontz Electric for details at 501-354-2526.
Are you looking for the right family dentist for you and your family? Or are you looking for a highly trained cosmetic dentist specialist? Dixon Family Dental is open and ready to provide you and your family with any dental service needed. At Dixon Family Dental, you'll be met with the warmest welcome from a team of friendly faces. Our practice is centered on home-style comfort and high-quality dentistry, so whether we're chatting with your children, putting on your favorite show, or going over a treatment plan created just for you, you can always expect to be treated like part of our family. Call 501-215-4913 or visit MorriltonDentist.com today to book your appointment.
Back inside the Haynes Home Center broadcast booth, Eric Donner along with Jim Bowles. 35-7, the final. Devil Dogs defeat Clarksville. And before we get to our players of the game, we're going to go over our scoring summary and stats.
Yep. All right, we'll start off with their scoring summary. Devil Dogs got on the board first in the first quarter with 26 seconds left on the clock. Maddox Berry threw to Andrew Roden, 7 yards out from the score. Micah Creech kicked the extra point. It was 7-0 Morrilton. Berry struck again in the second quarter. This time the Jamarcus Sandage from 10 yards out. Creech kicked the extra point at the 8:31 mark in the second quarter. It was 14-0 Devil Dogs. And then let's throw another one to Jamarcus, this time on a great catch from 26 yards out. Creech kicked the extra point. It was 21-0 at half. In the third quarter, 9-11, Berry found Roden again from 1 yard out for the score, and Creech kicked the extra point to make it 28-0. And then the fifth touchdown pass of the night from Maddox Berry to Dante Cox from 8 yards out for the score. Creech kicked the extra point. It was 35-0, and the sportsmanship rule went into effect. Clarksville, though, would get on the board at 4:58 left in the game. Nathan Powell carried it in from 2 yards out. Juan De La Rosa kicked the extra point, and that gives us our final score of 35-7 in favor of the Devil Dogs. Looking at team stats, 18 first downs for Morrilton tonight, 6 for Clarksville. 147 yards rushing for Morrilton, 63 for the Panthers. 244 yards passing for the Devil Dogs, 50 for Clarksville. So on offense, 61 plays for 391 yards for Morrilton tonight, 42 plays for 113 for Clarksville. Penalties, it was 9 for 57 for the Panthers, 5 for 45 for the Devil Dogs. And third down conversions, that tells a big story. Clarksville 2 of 11, Devil Dogs 6 of 11. Fourth down 1 of 2 for Clarksville, 1 of 3 for Morrilton tonight. Individual stats, we'll start first with the Devil Dogs. Keaton Robinson, 13 carries, 71 yards. Raylan Thomas, 9 carries, 71 yards. Weston Keaton, 1 for 6. Tristan Johnson, 3 for 3. Jaden Wiggins had 2 for -2. And I've got 1 for Landon Boyer, so that's probably Tristan Johnson. And I got used to typing 36 instead. But so we'll say 4 carries for 1 yard for Tristan Johnson. We'll go back and double-check that. Passing the football, Maddox Berry 19 of 30, 234 yards, and he tied a Devil Dog record with 5 touchdown passes in this matchup tonight.
And barely a half of a game.
Yeah.
A half in, 2 series?
Yeah.
So.
Weston Keaton 1 of 2 tonight for 10 yards. Receiving, Dante Cox 8 catches for 104 yards and a score. Champ McNabb 6 catches for 67 yards. Andrew Roden 3 catches for 27 yards and 2 scores. Jamarcus Sandage 2 catches, 36 yards and 2 scores. And Asher Hogan caught a pass for 10 yards tonight. Hayes Buckley punted twice, averaged 36 yards per punt. And then we'll do defensive stats for the Devil Dogs. We've got Buckley and Boyer tying again with 5. Buckley had a tackle for loss. 3 tackles for Hunter White and a half tackle for loss. 2 pass breakups for Landon Boyer to go with his 5 tackles. Luke Garrett's going to finish with 3 tackles is what I've got him for right now, and a tackle and a half for loss. Giovanni Cruz has got 2 tackles. Braylon Hardiman finished with 2 tackles and a pass breakup. Andrew Roden's going to finish with 2 tackles and a pass breakup tonight. Hardiman's was a tackle for loss. He didn't have a pass breakup. Roden had the pass breakup. And then 1 tackle each for Kyle Chisholm, A.J. Jones, Champ McNabb, Braden Winningham, Peyton Havner, Antonio Strickland, Darian Tony Gaines, Shane Willis. Fumble recovery, pretty sure it was Peyton Havner on the fumble recovery for the Devil Dogs tonight. And then Brian Paez also recovered a fumble for Morrilton. Looking at Clarksville, rushing the football, Nathan Powell, 15 carries, 63 yards and a score. Gabe Krimmers, 2 carries for 11 yards. Talon Case had 1 for 6. Luke Siebenmorgan had 2 carries for -7. Caden Martinez had 6 carries for -10. 4 Panthers threw the football tonight. Luke Siebenmorgan threw the most. He was 2 of 12 tonight for 12 yards. Talon Case was 1 of 1 for 25. Angel Alvarez was 1 of 2 for 13. And Nathan Powell, I think he threw 1 there. It was 0 for 1. Powell caught 3 passes for 37 yards, and Case caught 1 for 13. Juan De La Rosa punted 6 times and averaged 39.2 yards per punt, 2 inside the 20, and that 65-yard bomb for him and there in the third quarter. Defensively for Clarksville, I've got Cypress Tuck with the most tackles for the Panthers with 7. Rhett Fultz had 6. Denver Picards had 5. Juan De La Rosa had 4. Ryder Miranda is going to finish with 3 tackles and a tackle for loss. Gabe Krimmers is going to have 2 tackles tonight. And then 1 tackle each for Bo Davis, Caden Martinez, Jesus Santiago, Spencer Christian Lyles, Brack Denton, Ben Holland, Luke Siebenmorgan, and Bo Walker to finish out our stats for this evening.
All right, so there you go. Getting good showing by the Devil Dogs, and we will now recognize players of the game. We pick actually 3 different players of the game. Colton Steakhouse does an offensive and a defensive player of the game and gives each of these guys a T-shirt and a $15 gift card. And also we'll have the Conway County Farm Bureau insurance player you can depend on as well. For the Colton's offensive player of the game, we're going to go with the sophomore quarterback, tied a school record. Touchdown passes is Maddox Berry.
Yeah, Maddox, great night passing the night, 19 of 30 for 235 yards and 5 scores, and I think 4 drops to go with those.
Yeah.
So it would have been a lot better passing night had they been able to hang on to those.
And so he's Colton's offensive player of the game. Colton's defensive player of the game, it's another sophomore. It's going to be Landon Boyer tonight.
Landon Boyer finishes with 5 tackles, 2 pass breakups, and 2 times his dad said, Landon, you should have caught that.
One of them he should have caught. I will agree, one of them he definitely should have. But we're not going to penalize him for dropping the interception. But good night for him, and that tackle total may go up a little bit. But he was very active tonight, certainly, for the Devil Dogs. And then another sophomore for our Conway County Farm Bureau insurance player you can depend on, and that is a sophomore, Dante Cox. Yes,
Dante finished with 8 catches tonight for 104 yards and a touchdown. He returned a kickoff for 20 yards, and he's going to finish with 124 total yards tonight for the Devil Dogs.
And he has gone over 100 receiving yards each of his 2 high school games now. Did it last week as well. And so those are players of the game. Dixon Family Dental Big Smile play of the game. And we go to the second of 2 touchdowns by another sophomore, Jamarcus Sandage.
we think.
Yeah, okay. I think we got it on there.
Okay.
He didn't have it set up to where we could hear it, but there you go. That was, again, Marcus Sanic on the receiving end of that touchdown pass from Maddox Berry. And so those are the players of the game and play of the game. We'll take one more time out and go over some of the scores that we have been updating you on, or updated you on at halftime. We'll give updates on what we have now. May not have many finals.
No.
May have a few, but probably not many. But we'll do that after we take this time out, and we'll have more Devil Dog football in 2 minutes on the EAB Sports Network.
Time of year again, and everywhere you go, people are rooting for their favorite teams. At Arkansas Farm Bureau Insurance, we want to be your favorite team. That's why we created Fave Rates, great new rates with the same great service. Call your local Farm Bureau Insurance agent today or get a free quote online at faverates.com. Arkansas Farm Bureau Insurance. Go with the home team.
In Morrilton, see Ronnie Rainey, John Widener, Andy Jackson, or Jonathan Higgins, or call 354-0101. Here's why you need to make certain your child goes to school. Chronic absenteeism is when a child misses 10% of the school year, 15 days or more. When your preschooler, kindergartner, or first grader misses school this much, they're less likely to be able to read at grade level by third grade. And studies show these less proficient readers are 4 times more likely to be high school dropouts. Send your child to school and leave them there so they can receive bell-to-bell instruction. This message is from the South Conway County School District. To love, to serve, to care. At most tire shops, while you're waiting on getting new tires, you can leaf through magazines from ancient times. Take a look at the displays of tires and how they might survive being punctured by various road hazards, and generally just be bored. But at Robertson Tire Service in Morrilton, you can check out the outdoor shop. It's where you'll find the full line of nap gear, including boots, camo, coats, shirts, and pants. You'll also find redneck deer blinds and a lot more. The outdoor shop inside Robertson Tire Service on Bruce Street in Morrilton, just down from UACCM. Green Bay Packaging's Arkansas Craft Division has been a part of the Morrilton community for over 50 years, providing great jobs for generations of area residents while producing high-quality craft paper products. They've recently invested millions in upgrading their paper mill. Today, Arkansas Craft is able to recycle corrugated and paper products to substantially reduce incineration and the number of landfill acres used annually. And thanks to their educated, experienced, and highly trained staff, they're ISO 9001-2008 certified. Green Bay Packaging Arkansas Craft, proud to be a part of the Morrilton community.
Back here from Devil Dog Stadium as we get set to wrap things up, but a lot of scores to go over before we do that, so let's get to it, Jim.
All righty. We'll go for our conference scores first. Let me check to see if this game has updated yet. It's a Judges Cup in Faulkner County and Greenbrier all over Valonia, 39-6, and they're in the third quarter.
Valonia's going to come here mad next week, so may not be good for us. But we get Valonia next week.
And then Robinson leads Forest City 24-8 in the fourth. Maumelle leads Batesville 34-20 in the third. I told you Mills would come back. They're leading 45-28 in the third quarter. They just start
unanswered there.
Yeah, they just start out slow every time. It's crazy. Let's see. BB in Newport got BB leading 42-8 in the third. Let me check to see if this one's updated. Yeah, Warren leads Whitehall 27-20. That one's in the they just tied it up 27 all in the fourth quarter between Warren and Whitehall, and that one in Whitehall tonight. Pine Bluff, they took a beating last week and they've come to Little Rock and returned the favor to Central. They're at 45-7 in the fourth quarter. So it's not been a good run for the Tigers lately.
No, it is not.
And then the final game tonight in the Central is Watson Chapel and McGee leads 38-22 in the fourth quarter. Now we got our surrounding scores. Perryville ran into a buzzsaw tonight, and Little Rock CAC up 40-6 in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, the CAC quarterback, by the way, is committed to Arkansas as a junior. So yeah, they got a good one there.
That's the return of the CAC CAC. If you want to use a 90s song as a. And then speaking of all over, Bigelow 49, England 8 at the half.
Wow.
And then you said they haven't updated on.
I don't know if maybe Johnny will text me Atkins Dover score here in a minute. It was
7-3.
Yeah, at half earlier.
And then let's see, Grandma. It's tied up in Quitman. The Wildcats of Hector 28, Quitman 28, and they're in the fourth quarter. Pottsville leads Dardanelle 19-13 in the fourth quarter. Let me see if that one's updated yet. Yes, it is a final. Pottsville 27, Dardanelle 13. That's a big win for the Apaches.
Yeah. They always like beating Dardanelle, I can promise you that.
Russellville's come back on Hot Springs Lakeside. They trailed at halftime, but the Cyclones lead 31-30 in the fourth quarter. No score on Palestine Wheatley and Two Rivers. No score on Danville and Mountainburg. Conway leading Bentonville 35-24 in the fourth. Conway Christian leads Baptist Prep 41-7 in the fourth. And then no scores yet for Mayflower, Drew Central, and Heber Springs and Clinton. Let me double check one more time for Heber Springs and Clinton. No. All right, then the Arkansas Sports Media High School football poll. Number 1, Little Rock Parkview is off tonight. Number 2, Shallow Christian. Oh, my. Shallow Christian in the battle of the Christians tonight. They're taking on Little Rock Christian, and the Saints all over the Warriors, 43-16.
Wow.
No one saw that coming.
No, definitely not. Yeah, Christian, a lot of people have been
You
picking
can't
to win
say
6A.
Little Rock Christian.
Yeah. Little Rock Christian. A lot of people picking them the best team in 6A. But,
yeah.
Shallow, wow.
Saints, man, they are for real this year. That one, 43-16 in the fourth. So number 3 is Little Rock Mills. They were up on Rivercrest 37-28 at the half. Number 4 is Farmington. The score says 21-1 at halftime. I don't really believe that. They were playing Springdale. I'm going to guess that it's like a 14 maybe. So we'll just say it's a 7-point Farmington lead at half.
Sure, sounds good.
Number 5, Pine Bluff 45, Little Rock Central 7 in the fourth quarter. Number 6, Joe T. Robinson led Forest City 24-8 in the fourth. Number 7, Valley View is up 26-14 over Poplar Bluff, Missouri. And then no score yet on number 8, Camden Fairview and El Dorado. Number 9, Hot Springs defeated Arkadelphia last night, 24-7. And then Mountain Home leads number 10, Harrison, 44-31 in the fourth quarter. And then no score yet on Hamburg and number 10, Texarkana / Arkansas High. Harrison and Arkansas High both got a point this week in the poll.
A single vote.
That'll wrap us up.
All right, and here in about 30 minutes, we hope Rex Nelson will be on air with Nate Olson for the scoreboard show for a couple hours, and we'll have other programming before then. But 10 to 12, tune back in again, just on the radio side, of course, for the scoreboard show. They'll get you caught up on all the finals from around the state. And once again, tomorrow, get the full slate of college football started. It is exciting, and Razorbacks again in Little Rock tomorrow, and hopefully we'll get Jacoby out there for some reps tomorrow. Sam Pittman really raves about what he's seen from Kobe Criswell, so excited to see again if he gets some work there as the number 2. And then Arkansas State at Oklahoma, UCA at Oklahoma State. Arkansas Tech played last night.
Yep.
They got beat narrowly.
It was over in Oklahoma. I don't
they were in Oklahoma
remember
as well.
which directional Oklahoma one that was.
Well, it wasn't a direct. It was Oklahoma Baptist.
Oh, I thought it was.
Or Christian. Yeah, I don't think it was a direct.
Oh, I thought it was like Southwest
yeah,
Oklahoma.
There are a lot of those in the CAC, but
I get confused when
they have
all...
the GAC report on the
Yes,
scoreboard
they
show
will.
as well, so they'll catch you up on that as well. But anyway, that'll do it for tonight. It was fun. Devil Dogs get a 35-7 win. There's still any Clarksville folks listening. We're happy to be able to bring you the action here on KXO. They might have turned off our post game at this point, but certainly we were happy to be able to bring the broadcast there as well. And Panthers they're going to go face Zach Watson's Elkins Elks next week. So talk about contrasting styles there. Elkins likes to go fast and throw it around, put as many points on the board as possible, and Clarksville will try to slow the game down a little bit. And it'll be a tough one there up at Elkins. Watson's got a good team up there.
So they're one of the favorites in 4A, aren't they? Or
yeah,
they're in the top 10 at least.
Yeah, they're probably one of the top 5 in 4A. And Devil Dogs again back home next week again. Conference opener against Valonia. So
0-2 Valonia.
Yeah, yep. And of course we beat them last year.
Yep.
And we'll try to do it again. Get conference play started right. So anyway, we thank all of our sponsors, which are a new one this year, by the way. The Pizza Factory at Point Remove.
Yeah, I was going to point out during halftime, my 2-minute break, I ran down there and got a piece, and so I've been tasting honey that was on that pizza the whole second half.
Yeah, they supply the food in the press box now, so we thank Lee Green and his crew for doing that tonight. And we do thank, of course, our video crew here. We got Noah, Henry, and Wesley, and Jackson Bowles back in the studio getting us going, and again, we got our new strong hotspot here, and no
and got it working.
And got it working. And so hopefully smooth sailing the rest of the year as far as that goes. We do thank everyone for tuning in to the action tonight. Again, Devil Dogs defeat Clarksville 35-7 is the final, and we'll be back at it next week. And for Jim Bowles and for KVUM, I'm Eric Tyler saying so long for just a while.
Morrilton High School Devil Dog Football. Brought to you on KVUM FM 101.7 with streaming video on the MHS Dog Tracks YouTube page and with streaming audio and video worldwide on the EAB Media app. Brought to you by Colton Steakhouse and Grill, Farmers and Merchants Bank, Stroud's Home Furniture.